Pull up, pull up, pull up. Tap in, tap in, tell a friend. In. What we doing? Let's go. Tap that like button when you come in the door. You know, give him a little second to bounce in. Shout out to y'all in the building, man. How y'all day going? You dig? Pretty Wing, TJ, Sweet Feather, Asteroid, Brian Boat, Dunn. Appreciate that birthday, love, Dunn. Big D is in the building. Rose. Mr. Rose. Goddamn, nigga. Mr. Rose, huh? What's up with it? Fuck me up, man. I had an old friend named Rose used to be around here, man. I thought we had got reunited. But that's Mister. That ain't her. I'm still Rose. If you're out there, I'm looking for you still, goddamn. Come on home to me, Charlene. Carrie in the building, man. AC though, dog T. Twinkle toe. Wee, what up though? What we doing? What we on today? What are we on today, Auntie? Ooh wee. There's a whole lot of ass I see. All of that don't make no sense. Come here, girl, I can handle it. Say, Auntie. Ooh wee. There's a whole lot of ass I see. All of that don't make no sense. Come here, girl, I can handle it. Turn up one time. Country's Queen. Big Indian, big BCU shit. Shrugs, what up with it, famo? Bumped it in the building. Girly girl. She say, looking all milk chocolated today. Yeah, I'm trying to get licked on too. I'm trying to see how many licks do it take to get to the center of a motherfucking Tootsie Roll. Yeah. That part. Man, y'all don't come here fuck with me, man. How y'all know if I ain't just little Bible study? I could be fresh out of Bible study, man. Y'all come here with that bullshit. I'm trying, Lolita. They fucking with me. I can't just live. Niggas always fucking with me. We're gonna have some fun today, man. Y'all make sure y'all tap that like button. Make sure. She said, now we talking about this Freaky Friday. It can be. You already told her that's that auntie. Salt and pepper patch. Is it bald head? Yeah. Is it salt and pepper? Cause you said it's that auntie that's set on. Listen, baby, I ain't had in a long time. You just shake hands, motherfucker. Damn the twist her ankle. Oh shit. Woo! Yeah. She said, I apologize. It's been a while. Mm-hmm. It's been a while. Okay. Yeah. In Jesus' name, I pray. I'm so motherfucking glad I'm delivered. Yeah, I'm delivered, man. I'm working on the better me. Yeah, shook wee hand. She done the twisted her ankle. I said, hold on now. We're trying to get an insurance policy tonight. I ain't got no damn money. You need to stay on your feet. My bad. It's been a while. yeah. I ain't been touched down there. No, it's been a while. Shit. Oh, we gonna turn this bitch up. Y'all ready to turn it up? Man, it is very interested out here in the YouTube streets, man. I if I would say the least, it's very, very interested out here in the YouTube streets. Yeah. I just say that. But hey man, next week we supposed to have Judge Joe Brown on, so I know. Matter of fact, we're gonna go through some of that today. Yeah. We gonna tap in.
You fuck with me and I'm fucking with you, and this shit getting deep. I don't know what to do. Should I keep this shit play or keep this shit cool? One like the little nigga, go with your move. No cap, I ain't never helped it. Look at my eyes and eat it up better than you. Not to mention you get wet as a pool. Put me to sleep and then cook me some food. Her face expression say she thinking too hard, and I can just tell by the vibe. What's wrong? She wanna fuck with me, I'm knowing she's scared. She say she don't want no surprise. Me, either ain't nobody business. Soon as she see me, them niggas get the business. Deep stroke, feel when I'm in it. I don't feel I can't even finish her sentence. Treat it like a pacifier. For me and your mouth like your teeth. I'm digging in and she using the rose. Gonna fuck around and stop breathing. What you want when you hit? Let's go. What you doing tonight? What's up? Wherever we at, we be dropping the low. We be telling each other pull up. This shit got serious. This new situation got me gone. We been at it for a minute. I know it's wrong though. I could just leave alone. I had to double back. I just might lock it down for life. Put her on super max. She got that super wet. She got that boomerang. That shit make it come back. Accident takes on the end of the hour flat. Also, man, when I had her put it in from the back, she had an asthma attack.
Only been a few hours, but it feel like days. Only been days, but it feel like months. We're gone for a year, only know like once. Life too fast and do it. Not the sun, but what I want. Hope you know what you want.
Yeah.
What you want.
Go with me.
My nose look like Cotton Berry. But she don't love me, she too scared. Her orbits feel like Jackie Brown. I wanna know that she too down. Will you be my leading lady? I wanna contract girl, no maybe. In the meantime, it's in the meantime. Hope you know what you
I'm on my mind, yeah, niggas seeing over y'all. Tell me what's the test till I'm fucking over y'all. She said, wrong, we can do it with your ice on. If that carry my will, need a lights on. I'm on my mind, just pull it out, sweet. In my black and orange Georgia, go and trick or treat. And they ain't nothing to them, but my room got roads. How stupid dumb day, my room got roads. I ain't out street, I'm feeling high. 12:45, out that time. Pretty dead at all, we found the wrong one. Train like a tank,
turn your click up, dog. Turn your bitch up, dog. Turn these streets can't cross it. All these streets need bosses. Turn your click up, dog. Turn your bitch up, dog. Turn these streets can't cross it. Cross them up. All these streets need bosses. Boss them up.
Walking the party like see.
I said, bitch, turn around. We ain't starting.
I'm gonna shoot you in my back, I'm rushing. Know some niggas that shoot you for nothing. Can't get this spit only morning. No politics and no discussions. Man, that shit like cut it. Cut on my block, rushing. Bring every price to see home. And we gon' hurt you if you trust it. So these people are still, they see me so funny cause they know the gang and I'm reppin'. Street shot, dirty Diana, go get it reppin'. Before you come get it touchin'. What you know about fucking up Texas? 30 the weapon, gun kicking like it's Texas. Move back. Walking the party with 2 straps. Walking the party like who that? Say the first thing you just shoot back. Shoot first, shoot back. It's automatic when I'm boost. A lot of talk on my neck, can't prove that. Niggas say I'm I could put a block like 2 nuts. Everybody know I'm not too. Cut to his head if he die, woo. If you don't like me, I don't like you. Woo. I'm 823 and I'm certified. Know that I'm cool like that butterfly. I fuck with some movies and Maybachs. I fuck with some rollers and paybacks. Small, free throw. Get you just like free throws. Pick up your shells and green. No, we don't fuck with them people. When a block with each other, with just me and Chopper, we chillin' with killers and scamming niggas. We know the road to the issue, the K to the rock. Really G's out the slimming nigga.
It's a fire, don't you lie. Your pussy dripping, gushing, dripping down your.
Oh, wait. Yeah. It's a. Turn up, man. We all gotta get to it, man. How y'all feeling out there, man? On this Friday. Main Cheek, what up, though? Cam Dunn, Lolita. Al in the building, man. We popping it. Dog Court, how you doing? Where we got it here? Shout out to the homie City Beat, man. Yeah, we going platinum in together. What's up, Miss Love? Miss Love. Tell me why you take so long to come to me. Oh, baby. And love your love. Every time you get smile, it get to me. That's that Donny Hathaway. Y'all know about that, man. That's that Donny Hathaway, man. You know I'm old, man. Shout out to OGJ in the building. What up, though? OG Eric walking in the building. Gang shit. Yeah, we lit, man. We pop out on this Friday, man. We got a lot going on in America. OG say no respect to the biggest cat on the block. Keep knocking them over the head and see Gunner president come to hijack Indian benefits. The advocates out there fucking noodles. Yeah, they out their mind on this one. And we're gonna have a judge on the show next week. Hopefully that nigga don't get a booty call. Cause he act, you know, nigga nudge me and say, hey nigga, hey nephew, don't fuck up your for show pussy for no pussy. For nobody. You understand me, boy? I said, yes, sir. He said, now we're gonna do the show, but I got, a little old thing coming through tonight. Bitch said she gonna eat the dick from the bag. I ain't never had that. I'm trying to see what that be like. Yeah, a nasty elite freak. Yeah, I got it. Yeah, they sending me one of them motherfuckers. Yeah, top of the line. Bitch only go for like niggas with like high clearance in the military and shit like that. Yeah, that bitch does. That bitch professional. Bitch got a monster grip lock on. The nigga say that bitch transhuman. That's what they don't know about the bitch. The bitch transhuman. Bitch got AI. Yeah, or talented. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. All right, we're gonna turn up, man. Shout out everybody in the building, man. Gonna say, fuck you niggas. Where the bag at? And my thing is like, who set this play up? And the fact you got people like Umar and them. Shout out to Uncle George. He caught him on camera, so he can't say he went there. What you end up doing with them folks, man? And y'all got niggas outside. See, that's how we got in this situation. All these backdoor deals. All this, hey, come in and shut the door and shit. But we better make a decision that's going to directly impact everybody. You know what I'm saying? They're standing outside. You feel me? So why not open the church doors? Then they politicking inside there in the church. So right there, they tell you where all the politicking went down there, right there in the church. All the big boy Mason. This is invitational only. This is invitational only. Do I know? Have we met? You sure? This is invitational only, so I don't see you on the list. I would fuck with you. You dress nice. I sure hate you put on that outfit tonight, but you can't wear that bitch in here, nigga. I tell you what, nigga, you go down 2 more blocks, nigga, they got a motherfucking bar there. And boy, I tell you, they got some of the baddest white bitches in US of A. Yeah, if you head 2 blocks down and make it right, yes, sir. Tell them Jimmy sent you. Yeah. Tell them Jimmy sent you, goddamn it. All right, we're gonna get into it, man. They playing games, and this just not the time to be playing. You know, they say it's a time and a place for everything. Just right now ain't the time to be playing. All right, before we get into it, I'm gonna bounce over here to let y'all get Judge reaction. Shout out to Dana. Dana, don't flag me. I've been fucking with your ass for about 7 years now. I don't got.
He issued an executive order withdrawing the United States from withdrawing withdrawing funds and withdrawing the United States from all international organizations. The African ones and anybody else. There was a lot of African organizations under the Biden administration that was getting billions and billions of dollars. And part of that was some Pan-African and people of Africa, you know, all this restitution stuff. So all of these NGOs, and Trump was like, nope, I'm cutting off that water tap right there. Fast forward this week, the president of Ghana visited the UN for a African reparations resolution, which was passed. So I want to play this clip.
The walls of Ghana's Cape Coast castle carry.
Bitch asking for a G-Wagon. Nigga, Africa, we in Africa. Well, no. I got plenty of hoes to take care of. And niggas too. Yeah, them niggas like them both. say them niggas on some Roman shit.
The weight of history, dark dungeons, iron chains, and the silence of people held there before being shipped across the Atlantic. For millions, this was the last view of home. 12 to 15 million Africans were forcibly taken during the transatlantic slave trade. It spanned 400 years and was one of the largest forced migrations in history. Today, that history is at the center of a new global push. Ghana's President John Mahama tabled a landmark resolution of
the
United
Nations. And man, I wish I would. Look at this, him. And then they want to talk about y'all favor. Man, you don't get your ass on. Y'all kind of favor. Nah, man. I don't know. Nobody in my family look like this nigga, man. I ain't got no friends who daddies or uncles or family, man. I don't know nobody like this nigga, man. God, man, I wouldn't give a damn how much he paid for that suit. That bitch still look like he got it sold in the village. Yeah, he got that out of the village. At the market.
The Industrial Revolution in Europe
is a result of
Mahama says the focus is not just on remembering, but on action, calling for partnerships to deliver reparatory justice. 52 countries abstained from the vote, among them those that benefited most from the exploitation. Whether governments agree to reparations could shape how this past is finally reckoned with. For many, the question is no longer whether slavery was a crime, but whether the world is ready to.
Whoa, why did I do that? Fam. Why you do that shit? Hold on, y'all. Now I gotta go get it. Nigga fucking up. All right, let's bounce back out.
I also want to play this.
What do I think? First off, it's some bullshit because the guy from Ghana.
Nigga say straight up. First off, nigga, it's a bunch of bullshit. And I'm gonna tell you, man, I've been hearing a lot of people opinion on it from different backgrounds and sides of the story. But I'm gonna tell you right now, it's a lot of people who are pushing back on it, rightfully so. That's good news for for the American paradigm. But when they speak after that, they still on some Pan-African, nigga. You still in the Matrix. See, parts of that shit you believe it. I think they would further believe it if the check went going to the Africans and the check was going to them. They would ride for it. The Indians firsthand knew it because they came to us say, hey, can y'all chill out? They came to us like, hey, can y'all chill out, right? Because, and then after we get the money, you know what I'm saying? We can go for whatever, but let's get the money first. So it always has been about the money for these niggas. So I think a lot of niggas just rebelling because the check ain't gonna have their name on it. Because you'll still hear them niggas talking about African people populated the planet and all that time. Man, where is you getting this shit from? Like, it's not a real revolution, homie. It's not a movement. You know what I'm saying? If your only gain out of this here is to see if you owe something, man, because I think the best thing you'll learn out of if you was doing it properly, right? You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of niggas be talking about a genealogy, bro. We are a genealogy group, a lineage group. Yeah, we together, but we still have our, you know what I'm saying? We understand that it's bloodline. The line in blood, nigga, means the line of blood that you come from, nigga, which gonna equate to your lineage, nigga. So you niggas, y'all using this shit as a word, but y'all ain't got no fucking genealogy. Where your genealogy at? We not gonna make it cool for niggas to be cool with being Negro, black, or colored, nigga. Because that's the only thing you found. I mean, if you're a bad researcher, you're bad researcher, and a lot of times we cannot count out the black European. Ghana going to New York to the African burial ground, that was not an accident, homie. That's not the first time they did that, neither. The Igbo landing story, they did it there. Mobile, Alabama, they did it there, where they have a continental African come over and bless it, and they do their little dances and all that, and their rituals and shit, trying to harvest up the energy and all that. But I'll tell you this here. Right now, they pushing it because everyone is speaking on lineage. And a lot of time they see more than we think they see. Now, we know genealogy is undefeated. Genealogy is undefeated. So, how do you fight a nigga like that? Out of nowhere, homie, we got Epstein, we got all this shit here with files. This nigga fucking that boy, your favorite singer, was fucked by his CEO of the label and the old white man and shit like that. They ran the train on him. Like, all this shit come out. And then you backdoor with all right, let's throw the reparation shit out there. So let's go, man. Let's see what Judge got to say. Let's bring it back. Ask me a question again. He no nonsense. Straight shock tie Indy. Let go.
Ahmed Idris.
One of the niggas created the term black. Dig them blues. A shock tie Indian created the word black. See, we not, I just don't see how people feel like they can compete. If you don't know you or your story, homie, you can't compete.
Jazeera.
Like, chill out. You're not gonna compete with a motherfucker who know their story. Yeah, and you out. Nigga put genealogy on your ass, and we gotta go by paperwork and documentation. Like, even the homie from the creek, Demario, this shit you saying he said some live shit on the internet. And I'm like, fam, why you don't keep that energy when you're in front of them people? He on the internet popping it out. We got records, this record, this. They got all of this proof. And he talking it. You can tell he talking to one of us. Like he bringing up Jim Crow. He like Jim Crow. Yeah, blacks can ride on the back of the bus, but they couldn't do us like that. He like, so I don't want to be black. I don't want to have to go to the back of the line. I don't want to have to do this and do that. He said they couldn't talk to Indians like that, nigga. A lot of that shit didn't apply to them. So that's how you know it's different people. Motherfuckers want to talk about the ethnogenesis or we mixed and all of that. Fam, if you black European, it's okay. It's okay. Like, nigga, everybody ain't know America is big, bro. We gotta stop looking at it in this 50-state mindset. It was different countries. Some niggas come from the country. It just so happened to be Europe. You know, but let's walk it down.
So, and I also want to play this.
What do I think? First off, it's some bullshit because the guy from Ghana, along with the homie,
he said, along with the hey, get the likes up, family. Hold on. They told me we ain't getting the lights up till you came up. Okay. I'm back. Fuck, I'm back. I'm here. Nah, get the lights up though. On gang. Let's get the lights up, man. We leaving out this whole 500-600 lights, nigga. 3,000 motherfuckers done seen the video. 3,500 niggas done seen it. And nigga, we got 500 likes. Like, come on, fam. Tap the like button. Make it cool to be cool. Make it cool to play a part. You feel me? Like, nigga, do something. Bring a brick. You know what I'm saying? Bring a brick, nigga, so we can put on a foundation. Like, little shit.
they ought to be required to pay reparations because they didn't come over on the slave trade. They're the ones that caught the fodder for the slave trade. That woman king BS, that's what they were up to. They were catching slaves for the slave trade. That slave prison that you looked at, 90% of the people that worked in that thing to keep the slaves
missing 90 lives
under control were Ghanaians. Most every last one of the slaves that was in those slave prisons prior to being shipped into trade was caught by a fellow African. So when are they going to start offering to pay reparations since they are the first cog in the whole machine?
Duh. So people want to know why Judge, what's up with the Alpha? So people want to know why Judge say it's some bullshit. He saying, nigga, how you gonna ask reparation, nigga, when you owe? This your play. That's why you get to come up here and do the talking. 2020, I said black power had left niggas powerless. You've been under this spell. Somebody done told you colonize, and the whole time you colonize the right on side of you. Nigga, you cheering for the politician that's in place. Come on, man. What we doing? Nigga being hoodwinked. That's why it sounds crazy when these, you know, people are speaking about, you know, the play they trying to run for the reparations and all of that. But then when you hear them speak long enough, they gonna tell you they came on the boat by way of Africa. Or even if they don't claim that and say, okay, well, people already here, but African people been traveling to America for thousands of years, they gonna hit you with that. How a nigga that ain't got a car today? Man, get the hell out of here, nigga. That's not even what they known for. Out of Africa theory, nigga was on 2 feet. Here you gonna get this nigga a mega yacht. No, we not doing it. You niggas making up this shit as you go. We're not doing the generalizing, homie. Either you got the answer or not. Either you got the answer or not. Cause last thing we heard about y'all were walking up out there, bitch, even walking on water. Let's walk.
And, you know, it's really hypocritical to me.
What he do?
And they're too damn broke busted to pay reparations. So they want the United States to pay reparations. And probably they've got a scam going where they think they're going to get something under the table or indirectly. So it is nonsense.
Stop it, Judge.
It is nonsense. And it's even more nonsense when you start seeing the players that are part of this reparation.
Here, yeah, the ones that are speaking, they pimped the idea and the concept and have done nothing to advance the cause. Not one of them, and we'll see who the group is. I'm saying not one of them.
Mm-hmm. So,
and let me say this before we get there: if you're talking about doing something with civil rights, you make law, and settling cases is not making law. So I just said that up front, so we'll see if anybody fits in that category.
He gonna be over here this week.
Let me play this clip here.
If he don't run across no booty, no new pussy, I think he'll pass him. You know, if he hit.
Republic of Ghana, John Dramani Mahama for hosting today's Wreath Laying. Ghana is a nation that holds deep meaning for me. My father gave me the middle name Kwame after Kwame Nkrumah, the first president of Ghana, a leader who fought for freedom.
What I told you, hey man, they gave you.
And these are
Dramani Williams, I saw you earlier. You don't speak for us because you don't have our blood. And Al Sharpton, you
so they at the African burial ground. Al Sharpton out there with them.
Have our blood, but you still don't speak for us. You are a shakedown artist, a preacher without a church.
Hey, she said you a shakedown artist, a preacher without a church. That sounds like when Charles the White told Dr. Umar, nigga, how you a doctor and you ain't practicing? How you a doctor and ain't got an office? Nigga, a doctor's office. A preacher without a church. They going for the juggler, the Dumla Amlagata. Yeah, they trying to hit a nigga in a Dumla Amlagata and knock nigga equilibrium out.
You don't speak for us.
Oh, yeah.
Who else? Is that Clark? Yeah, you might have been voted in, but you wasn't voted in by us, and you don't speak for us. And that's why we're going to make sure that you lose all these extra bodies that you put on the.
So that was yeah. So that was the protesting.
Oh wait. Hey, built the ass.
And rightfully so, because you know, you see Al Sharpton.
Say Judge did the built the ass. And you know, Judge don't like women over, you know, loud tone, and I ain't you from the old days. So I been hit you with this 6-shooter. You better get a 2x4 and come at you hard with a metal pipe. You better go find somewhere to sit down. Yeah, they don't make them like that no more. You niggas hold y'all in there arguing back. Yeah, say y'all don't even do the what my keys at. Y'all don't even do the y'all you in there arguing back trying to get louder than the bitch and everything. Yeah, nigga got out of there. You old ass nigga. Nigga in there smacking his lips at the hoes. Yeah, these new niggas hoes. You washing your hair, that nigga that perming his shit. Y'all, that nigga some hoes, man. Who's sucking whose titties over here?
And you see Ben Crump, and let me just show.
Ben Crump needs to be ashamed of what he did to the Black Bar Association, the National Bar Association.
Tell us what he do, Jay.
When he was chairman.
Before we get into Ben Crump and Al Sharpton, I also want to.
Al Sharpton, like you said, a preacher without a pulpit. So what's he doing?
Right. So
how does he make it? Oh, he speaks for us. So a Jewish run business where 75% of the executives are Jewish, where 80 to 90% of the employees are gay, decided to give him a spot and sponsor him so he can speak for us, and we didn't choose him. Talking about Chicken George. Oops, Al Sharpton.
Right. Before we get into...
Not that there's anything wrong with Jewish folk. Don't get me wrong.
Well, before we get into what they said and have you dissect and break it down...
Must I?
Yes, because you have to make it plain and expose their BS. You have to.
It's like looking at all of the flowers and realizing that you're coming down with some severe allergies because of the flowers, but they aren't flowers because they don't look that good. So when you expose me to them, it activates all of my allergic responses to that kind of thing, you know?
Right. Listen, but yes, you're allergic to the bullshit, but sometimes we have to call out the bullshit and put them on Front Street to let people know.
Let me get a handkerchief so if I have to sneeze or blow some snot or something, you know.
But before we get into what they said,
I'm just playing.
Before we get into what they said, I want to swing that to Ghana because they sat up here, you coming over here to America demanding United States reparation. I don't care about Europe, but you have CARICOM, and they do have an organization for their reparations just for the Caribbean, which is kind of...
Wait. Why is Ghana not offering to pay reparations to American blacks since they caught so many of our ancestors and chained them, marched them in long coffles to these slave prisons on the coast, and guarded them while they were getting put on boats to be shipped over here? Why doesn't this hypocrite from Ghana offer to pay reparations?
And that's the scam, because they're trying to change the narrative to say that it was the white man that came over here and stole.
There wasn't a white man walking through a jungle or a forest or a plain area trying to catch black folk. It was Africans catching Africans.
Let the church say amen. So when I was saying it, yeah. I'm a hoe. Okay, cool. All right. Yeah. So. Like I said, homie, YT people ain't got nothing to do with this. When I said black power has left black niggas powerless. Don't own nothing being ran. You gotta go in there, you know, give YT man the happy ending. Yeah, just to get a position. Yeah, so nah, homie. Ain't no white YT people had nothing to do with this, bro. Them folks was in worse conditions than we are in right now. Yeah. They've been in bad conditions, and most of them still ain't got out that bubble. Man, what Dick Gregory said, white folks, niggas too. Yeah, say.
Unprincipled, low-down scoundrels who actively practiced slavery and enslavement for centuries.
So, speaking of Ghana, they talk about reparations, but at the same time, you're making a deal with the EU. So Ghana is the first African nation to sign a security and defense partnership with the European Union. Let me just play this clip.
This is the first kind of its kind in African country. And it matters because security in Europe and Africa is deeply, deeply interconnected. The new agreement allows us to work more closely in areas like counterterrorism, conflict prevention, cybersecurity.
Get on the light.
These are all areas that matter to our citizens, both in Europe, but as well as here in Ghana.
Today's transfer of security equipment, systems, motorcycles, and drones to Ghana will significantly strengthen our ongoing efforts to build the capacity and operational readiness of Ghana's security forces. It will also enhance Ghana's ability to respond to emerging threats and support our goal of promoting peace and stability.
I wanted to play that because you're doing business with people who you claiming enslaved and captured Africans, and transport them in a transatlantic, and you want them to pay you, but you're turning around, going into a partnership with defense and everything else. So they're not independent; they're still colonized, and then some say Africa, the continent, is not controlled and basically owned by Africans.
Well, and the other thing is, shut the hell up for bullshit that you are spewing. Because if you had your game together, you could overthrow anybody that tried to oppress you or throw them out. Jomo Kenyatta and the Mau Mau did that back in the 1950s. All right? South Africa threw off the yoke of oppression. You have Frelimo down in Mozambique. They were doing their thing, but these pathetic little creatures are running to Europe to protect them from themselves because they let another European entity that has a crown monopoly in England that makes the royal house of the United Kingdom filthy rich. That's Oppenheimer De Beers that monopolizes the diamond trade in the world. And they let them come in, and under the cover of tribalism, they let Oppenheimer De Beers play their dumb asses back and forth like they're pianos, so that Oppenheimer De Beers can get the best deals on diamond prices. I had a trial where Oppenheimer De Beers sent some assassins over to the United States and killed 4 people, badly wounded the 5th, and Memphis police were next door on a domestic violence call, and et cetera, et cetera. It wound up in my court. So we went on for several weeks. What ultimately happened is the U.S. State Department gave diplomatic status to the assassins and took them from the jail before we could get back to trial and flew them back to South Africa. But the point was, everybody thinks diamonds are worth a lot. Technically, they aren't, except for the fact that the Royal House of England allows them a monopoly, which allows them to have gotten control of 99.999, I think, to the 8th or 9th decimal percent of the mined diamonds in the world. And they keep them in a vault in England, and they drive the prices up. And to give you an idea of how much they drive the prices up, a $1 million cut diamond actually has a legitimate value of about $4,000 to $6,000, and that basically is inherent in the art of cutting it, because Oppenheimer De Beers makes the things rare by hoarding all of them in their vaults with the contrivance previously of Queen Elizabeth and now, I guess, King Charles. So it's a racket that they run on the world, and these clowns go right along with it, la-di-da, and then start getting sanctimonious about somebody paying for crimes that they ought to pay for, and then turning right around because they're still pathetically weak and signing a treaty with the despised white man to protect them. That is about as crazy as it gets.
So let's get into
our local yokels.
Oh. Yes, the turncoats here in America, the black turncoats. They got some white ones, but we'll focus on the black ones today. All right, so this is Ben Crump and Al Sharpton speaking at the United Nations.
United States agencies, Henrietta Lacks versus the international pharmaceutical community, and Tamara Lanier lawsuit against Harvard University. These cases embody the five forms of reparation.
Hold up.
Time out.
What the hell did he have to do with those cases? He has never tried a case and has never handled an appeal and has no appellate decisions he's responsible for.
Tell them that nigga's an accident lawyer. Man, if you get hit in the accident, call Mr. Crump. That nigga's an accident lawyer, fam. He not no attorney like that. Why you think he lose all his cases? That nigga 1 in 100. He did like 100K, he won 1, and they talking about getting him out of jail. Man, that nigga like Al Sharpton, a pastor without a congregation. Umar Johnson, a doctor without a doctor's office. Man, come on, that bullshit.
So is this because he did some research with this? Or just exactly why is he spouting these cases that somebody else did that doesn't have a rep for actually doing something that's civil rights oriented?
Right, the nigga
now keep going.
Lawyer, man.
Reparations under international law, that being restitution, compensation, rehabilitation, satisfaction, and guarantees of non-repetition. As Minister Samia Abakwa, the Minister of Foreign Affairs for Ghana, and I discussed last evening, we have an opportunity to transform the transatlantic slave routes from Africa to the Americas, from African graveyards to economic resurrections.
Stop. If you know what the hell you're doing in the historical context, why aren't you, since you're the big time civil rights lawyer, organizing a lawsuit against Ghana for being the first cog in the machine that started with capturing so many of their fellow Africans and selling them into slavery?
Yeah,
why aren't you going there? Oh, you can't get any money that way because you don't know what you're doing. All right, go ahead.
Okay. So niggas got it wrong. Okay.
With our model of reparations through litigation, we endeavor to...
Stop. What litigation?
What litigation?
I want to see a case somebody's tried.
Yeah, what transatlantic?
Settling a case is not litigation.
Evolved from...
Judge said he wanted to see a transatlantic slave trade victim case. Where is it at? What litigation, homie? You niggas be talking. Let me see the case a nigga came with a transatlantic. If y'all ain't got that, then why are we here? Why are we here, homie? We ain't got no business being here. Ain't nobody, boom, right there. And this is what I'm saying. Every reparation laws, they've been putting belt to ass on y'all because y'all going in there with the wrong language. Listen, you can call yourself what you want, but if you was in America and you wasn't no Indian, you not getting shit. Ain't nothing belong to nobody but the Indian in America. A lot of you immigrants, whether you modern or ancient immigrants, nigga, it don't matter, homie. They know who everybody is on the chessboard, homie. Just because you don't. Yeah, so if you're not an Indian, you're not getting anything here. Period. It'll never work. I don't give a fuck who y'all go get. You can go get the best attorneys in the world. If you're not an Indian, the U.S. is not paying nobody but an Indian. They don't owe nothing to nobody but an Indian. Whose house is this? The American Indians. So niggas can say whatever they want. And we didn't see people fail over and over and over again and producing no results, just like being Crump. You feel me? Nigga record up against the U.S. look like being Crump record. Why? Because ain't nobody talking right. Why the Creek freedmen ain't getting that? Because they ain't you out there using the wrong language. Ain't nothing owed to an African, homie. So we can play the back and forth to court, nigga. You paid your lawyer, your Jewish lawyer, nigga. Cause he just, I just called him the other day. I just hollered him the other day. He told me y'all ain't got shit. So this is what we gonna do. Stop lying, because too many niggas been calling up here asking for applications trying to get in the trial. So this is what I'm gonna do. You gonna pipe down on that shit. But they're not getting nothing until y'all take that African shit off. If you're owed something, you gotta go home and fight for it. You ain't gonna fight for it here in our house. If you are not, I'm an American, you can be as American as you want to, homie. If that ain't what your genealogy say. The white folks, they think they patriots and Americans and all that shit there, but they know they are from Europe. See, you don't know you from Europe. Yeah, a lot of you niggas think because y'all in the black car. Yeah, in the can system, nigga. Man, that shit don't mean nothing. Just like y'all can name all of the things we should be delineating against. If we was petty, if a nigga like me wasn't driving the car on gang, it'd be a lot of niggas around here banging on y'all, and we really could get down on you, ancient and modern immigrants. Yeah, you feel me? Because the ancient immigrants, them niggas getting too big for their britches. You ain't getting nothing in America, bottom line. You're not getting nothing. No type of reparations or repatriation. Nothing is owed to nobody who came here. If something happened, if you came here and something happened to you, well, you should have got away firsthand. Get your ass out of here. Only people that is owed something is the people of the land. Period, point blank. And that's just how shit work everywhere in the world. You're not finna go to nobody else's house talking about you was treated bad and unfairly, nigga, and you get a case. No, homie. First off, y'all do not contribute to the U.S. economic as a whole. They pimp you out. It's free pussy. You ain't gotta buy it. You ain't gotta buy these niggas free pussy because they listening for so long. They've been caught up in the rapture like Anita Baker. Listen to all of these smart guys or niggas who was the same color as them and never, demanded results. Shout out to Fred Hampton. Fred Hampton say, we ain't gotta tell niggas what we doing because the free lunch program is going on. This is going on. ABC is going on. Man, Fred, we ain't got to pop it. We are producing results, homie. And if you're going to be a real revolution, then our people need results. Don't come out here and tell us how many problems we have. Niggas, we need solution meetings. No, bitch, we need results. Because these solutions you niggas then went back there and came to a conclusion to have not worked. I don't give a fuck how many. A think tank. A bunch of smart, dumbass niggas that ain't got the right answer to goddamn help the people. And it's simple. All you niggas trying to get your bag. Everybody trying to get to the bag off of the people. But as long as you don't know who you are or where you are in the story, that right there allow them to take advantage of you. Because 10 years ago, they would have came out here with this gun and shit and all that. Niggas would have went for it. Okay, boom. So people are on point. But that don't mean you are in your proper self. Especially if you're gonna take something that don't define you. Love my FBA brothers, but FBA, bro, y'all would not be able to walk into a courtroom and saying, I am FBA. No, you're gonna have to go in there as who you are and who your family are and what happened to your family. Your reparations not gonna go to your homeboy that you go live or hop on his panels every day. That's not how this works. That nigga might not even be from here. Yeah, that shit ain't how it works. So, man, get it together, man. But like Judge say, what litigation, homie? Show me a court case of a transatlantic slave trade victim here in America.
Justice from
now stop popping it.
Courtrooms to global frameworks for the entire diaspora. Point number 4, using case specifics. Henrietta Lacks was a black woman in 1951, Professor Hansford, who was immortal cells were taken without her consent. As you all know, Henrietta Lacks was the first person in the course of human history whose cells were able to survive outside the human body. Not only did they survive, but they replicated every 24 hours.
Look how Judge look.
Her cells,
hey,
her HeLa cells became a major pillar for the multi-billion-dollar international pharmaceutical industry. And her black family never received one red cent until we filed a lawsuit in the federal courts of Eastern Maryland. And I point that out to say that the federal judge found something very important in her holding, because just like slavery was an unjust enrichment, the pharmaceutical companies all achieved the unjust enrichment from this black woman's cells. And the judge ruled that an unjust enrichment claim, because they always say, well, it wasn't us. It was our great grandparents. It wasn't us. And so the judge clarified that unjust enrichment claim need not involve wrongdoing by the defendant or the injury to let alone a certain connection between them. What matters is whether the plaintiff conferred a benefit upon the defendant, that it would be inequitable for the defendant to keep benefiting from the wrongdoing without some equitable remedy to the plaintiff. Sounds familiar? And one other point in the case of the Harvard case, Reverend Al, it was deep because Harvard commissioned these photographs of paparazzi that we've all seen, and they wanted to show the inferiority of descendants of Africa. Well, these photographs, known as daguerreotypes, are 170 years old. Some of the earliest known photographs in the history of the world still in existence, and they're worth about $100 million. Well, Tamara Lanier, a black woman, sued Harvard. We sued Harvard on her behalf to reclaim those photographs. And so give all glory to God that last week we transferred those photographs to National African American Museum in Charleston, South Carolina.
You have, and how long did voir dire the jury on this case go on? It didn't. So what did you do? You didn't make any law. This case got settled. It didn't go up, any precedent gets set. That's one of these same level judges that rules against Trump that gets overruled by Circuit Court of Appeals or the Supreme Court. So what law are you talking about you made? See, what is he talking about doing?
But the Massachusetts Supreme
$14
Court said
million
this.
Out of the George Floyd settlement. The family got 14. Well, after all of the expenses got paid, they got a bit less, quite a bit less. So that didn't go up and make any law. So you've got these other cases. Which one have you taken to trial and had to go through an appellate process where law is made behind it? It's called ambulance chasing. That's
President
what they
Muhammad,
used to call it.
I think is germane to the arguments that you make before the United Nations. The case went all the way to the Supreme Court of Massachusetts, and what the court recognized is something we cannot ignore, that institutions cannot separate themselves from the harm that they helped create, and that harm does not disappear with time. And then the the final point is just this. Global alignment calls for reparations to evolve from moral arguments to economic architecture. I say, sisters and brothers, justice still delayed is not simply justice being denied, but it is justice being actively resisted by present day actors.
Stop being such a damn hypocrite and talk about those Ghanaians and their part in the slave trade. And why aren't you advocating that they pay reparations and pay out restitution? Oh, you could do something about it. Why don't you?
Are unapologetic in their white supremacist beliefs. Sisters and brothers, we must be unapologetic defenders of Black life, Black liberty, and Black humanity. And it starts with this resolution before the United Nations. Thank you.
He did this George Floyd thing, and the people that live over by the cupcake shop can get no emergency services. Ambulances won't come in there. The police won't come in there. They have stretcher bearers who volunteer to pick up people who broken legs, had heart attacks, been assaulted, whatever, and carry them quite a long distance to areas outside of the immediate environment of the cupcake shop, so emergency services can pick them up, put them in an ambulance, and transport them to a hospital. He is the one that talked a lot of smack, and the police pulled out of the area, and now homicides are rife, assaults are rife, rapes are rife over there, and the citizens are angry because they have no police protection anymore. Did you think about that?
Right. And so now I'm going to play.
And one other thing. I well researched what went on with the slave trade, and to see that Ghanaian get up there and talk that sleazy mess now like they didn't have a part to do with it and start talking about we makes me want to vomit. Mm-hmm. If anybody ought to be slapped with reparations, they ought to, because they started the pipeline.
So this is Al Sharpton speaking.
Chicken George. Come on, chicken.
And so I now have the pleasure of bringing on the mentor of Black America's Attorney General, the founder of this, Reverend Al Sharpton, who is for 4 decades a central figure in
goddamn shyster. And remember all of the lies he got involved in when he first got national claim after his mentor, James Brown, sponsored him, which is why he gassed his hair so long when he used to be fat. Do you remember that?
I remember that. But the only reason why I paused there right now, who said that Ben Crump or Al Sharpton was the Attorney General for Black America?
Hell if I know.
Did you catch her what she said?
I heard that.
Yeah, so I'm just like, they're not. So
they're not.
Yeah.
And I look at this, the National Bar Association at one time had 85,000 members, thanks to what he did as chairman. Some years ago, we're now down to, I think, 2,400 dues-paying members from 80-some thousand.
The U.S. struggle for racial justice from the streets to the Senate, a civil rights leader, founder of the National Action Network.
Wait a minute, stop. Civil rights leader. What civil rights laws did he get implemented anywhere where he led any kind of demonstration? That's, the villain Reverend Jesse Jackson. Oh, that's one of those villains. H. Rap Brown. Oh, that's one of those villains. Stokely Carmichael. Oh, that's one of those dead villains that got assassinated. Malcolm X. That's one of those dead villains that got assassinated. Dr. Martin Luther King. That's one of those dead villains that died, got assassinated. Medgar Evers. All of these people, don't you dare open your mouth and put your terminology out there where you're supposed to be put in that select group, because that ain't it.
Politics Nation, please take the floor.
Thank you very much. Let me start by saying that I'm going to be very personal in the sense that I came to the UN 30 some odd years ago with a great African leader. I was part of the delegation with Nelson Mandela when he addressed the General Assembly.
Somebody's presence. Always.
About sanctions in South Africa. I come many times since then, and I'm here today because I believe another great African leader, President Mahama, is raising an issue that is very important and personal to us. As Attorney Crump has said, we have fought on many cases, and I'm doing a eulogy tomorrow, day after tomorrow, of a young man killed in Hartford, Connecticut. But all of these are just examples.
Why did you pick the young man killed in Hartford, Connecticut, when there are thousands of young men killed all over this country? You just going to pimp the circumstances. See, that's what I despise.
Of a systemic problem that has not been dealt with. We can keep running from incident to incident, but if we do not deal with the underlying systematic problem, and that is that there are those that feel they have the right and the supremacy over other humans, and they will never be held accountable for it and never pay for it. This resolution is an attendance sheet on what nations stand for what.
Okay, back to the issue. When are you going to call Ghana out on their part in the slave trade? A big part.
I had a new call. I come out of the Martin Luther King School of Thought, but Malcolm X said we may have to go to the UN. One of his main disciples, Dr. James Small.
You're trying to associate yourself with Dr. Martin Luther King, who put himself in harm's way and died, and you ain't done nothing but eat out of a bucket of KFC chicken.
Is with us. Queen Mother Moore said this. Queen Mother Blakely's here. Sister, I don't come with others that have not. Sister Salam, these are people that have been in the streets for decades.
You haven't, except out there. You got a nerve. You want to hold hands saying we shall overcome. And ain't done a damn thing otherwise except sit there and try to pimp circumstances. And we know from the New York Post, what they call you? You were the snitch, weren't you?
And Senator State Senator Saunders, all of us, but many of them preceding me. The question is not what the people feel. The people have stated their feelings and will continue to and must galvanize. The question is, what do nations stand for? When I hear nations saying they're going to abstain from a vote, how do you abstain from being a racist and a bigot? How do you abstain from paying your debt?
Stop. Because maybe they're smart enough to realize somebody's trying to pimp the circumstances, and they don't really want to get to the bottom of it while they're pimping, because how much did they get under the table from Ghana? see if they weren't getting something under the table or they weren't trying to pimp the circumstances in the event they weren't getting a little dash under the table, they'd call Ghana out. Why
People
not?
that you worked for centuries and never paid. How do you abstain from the guilt and the blood that's on your hands while you deposit money in banks?
Me. Damn good question. How in the hell do you get away with that except you got a bunch of chicken pimps like you who go around and say that they are trying to represent the interests you claim to be representing, which you're not because you're pimping them. Where's your congregation?
Our forefathers didn't earn, and our forefathers worked and never got paid. Your Excellency, I say it's personal because in 2007, a reporter came to me from a local tabloid, the Daily News, and said that they were doing something around Black History Month in America. And they wanted to do a trace of our family tree. I told him, fine with me. He said, I'll be back. He came back with another reporter. He said, do you know your great-grandfather? I said, no, I knew my grandfather on my father's side. I didn't know my great-grandfather. He said, well, we traced him. He said, do you know where he was from? I said, they were from Florida, my grandfather and my father. He said, no, they were from Edgefield, South Carolina. I said, no, I never knew that. He said, your great-grandfather was named Coleman Sharpton, and he was owned by a woman named Anna Thurman Sharpton. He said Anna Thurman Sharpton was the aunt to Strom Thurman, a leading segregationist. He said the reason we found it is that when Alexander Sharpton died, his widow, Anna Thurman, sold her slaves to Florida, who was your great-grandfather. That's only 3 generations from me. We talk about this stuff like this is some bygone generation. My mother had to sit in the back of the bus and couldn't help me with homework when she came to Brooklyn, New York, had me. I never sat in the back of a bus, but I was raised by them that never got paid for what was done. We are sitting in the United Nations, but it is in the United States where they're right now deciding whether they will continue to allow us to vote properly. They're
no, you're not going there with that bullshit. You were upset because every thug that's got a driver's license is supposed to have stolen it from DMV or something. And like good folk who want to go out and vote, they can't get the same driver's license that the thugs got, that the pimps have, that the drug dealers have. What's the matter with you? Are you saying that the people you're supposed to be representing are too stupid to get what everybody else can get? Oh, or is that part of that little helpless game you keep trying to encourage everybody to get put in their heads so they psych themselves out? Sounds like you are a creature of the power structure that you were trying to castigate, and they put you up to it to give you credibility so the fools listen to you when you try to sell them down the river.
We are going to have our right to voting, our right to redress. And if the United Nations sends a
Wait a minute, stop, fool. The issue is not whether you have the right to vote. The issue is whether somebody subverted that and filled out some false ballots and submitted them to alter the vote count so the people that did vote get their votes negated. Dana, isn't that what's going on down in Georgia right now? There's more bullshit.
Message on the president's resolution that we don't care about the debt owed. You are signaling those that are trying to trump the world that you can do whatever you want to do to us.
And you want to let somebody do whatever they want to do for us? Oh, you one of them sissy fools that doesn't fight back. Oh, you just got a little big mouth that you run all the time. Mm-hmm.
So my challenge is, and the experts have given the great background, and the preceding speakers have given the facts, but my appeal is that you will not define our humanity. You will define where you stand for humanity.
Well, you don't define my humanity. You're too big a fool to do that. Plus, you're a pimp. And you're getting used. And you've been bought off. So why would somebody like me listen to you talk this stupid nonsense? And again, when are you going to call out Ghana for doing what they did?
Vote for your nation. History will record that after the genocide perpetrated on people, after the worst form of abuse that we've seen in terms of the slave trade that is in this resolution, that if your nation would authorize you to either vote no or have laryngitis and act like you can't speak up at all, then you are co-signing this brutal form of slavery. There will be nobody that will duck being called on the carpet tomorrow. Either you stand for justice or you sit with the unrighteous. Either you stand... Either you stand for justice or you are part of the problem. Either you stand for those that want to be free or you're just as bad as the slave masters that held us bondage. Thank you.
There was an individual known to history as Quisling. Quisling, the individual's name, became associated with a type of somebody who undercuts his own people for the benefit of others. Sharpton is a Quisling. And he keeps perpetrating that thing about us being weak and dumped on and we're inferior because somebody keeps exercising some kind of supremacy that only inferior people would submit to.
I want to play this clip here because this is a response from the United States delegate during the UN yesterday. And, you know, listen, the United States, we kind of already know what our government, you know, feel about reparations, but that's just a feeling.
Wait. What do we know about how our government feels about reparations since the Black Caucus joined in an action, a cause of action to establish gay reparations 2 weeks after they had those bullshit hearings on whether or not to study Black reparations? So if they can join in on reparations for gay folk, why have they never introduced any legislation for the Black folk they supposedly represent? And why do they have Steve Cohen, a gay white Jew from Memphis from the 9th District, as the chairman of their reparations committee?
Right.
So, see, that's what I'm talking about. We have ample representation if it was a fit thing, or even if it wasn't, for somebody to say, hey, we got a bill on reparations, let's consider it. But they've never done that. So the question is why? And even if it's appropriate, maybe they don't think it's appropriate. That's either good or bad, depending upon your perspective. But they're mouthing like they think it would be a good thing, but they haven't done anything about it. So doesn't that indicate that out of their mouths, they're saying that they are not good at what they do?
Right. And so let me rephrase that. Our government is not about feelings. It's about public policy. And if you are not politically active, state level, city level, national level, anything that you feel as though that you deserve for your group is not going to get done.
And there's no, see, I'm not saying whether reparations is appropriate or not. I mean, as an obvious recipient, I wouldn't feel bad about getting a big check or any kind of check. I'll take it, you know. But I'm not going to sit there and whine about how my now long dead ancestors got done in. I mean, they didn't whine about it. They moved on and took advantage of the circumstances, and for the most part did pretty damn well. So did I. Meanwhile, the likes of this clown crew is trying to propagandize the people that they are supposed to be advancing and telling them that they're hopeless and, you know, you can't do anything. You have to wait until somebody gives you something. Just cut the check and everything will be all right, which it won't. And you want to perpetrate that nonsense. So sounds to me like Al Sharpton is an ideal agent. If there's any deep state in existence, he sounds like an ideal agent of that deep state to keep the natives passive so they will endure and kill themselves and vent all of their frustration and aggression on each other.
So let me play this clip here of the United States delegate remarks on this reparations resolution.
In addition to its obvious legal problems, this resolution is also unclear as to who the recipients of reparatory justice would be. The drafters and supporters of this resolution seem to believe it is them. The United States strongly objects to the cynical usage of historical wrongs as a leverage point in an attempt to reallocate modern resources to people and nations who are distantly related to the historical victims.
You catch that?
Yeah, I did.
So
I did.
Distantly, if at all related, number one. And number two, yeah, who are the recipients? Because that's not me.
And wait a minute, didn't the white man have to tell Al Sharpton who his kinfolk were?
Exactly.
That shows you the ridiculousness of the whole situation.
So,
it doesn't get any more pathetic than that.
So in conclusion here.
Oh, well, la-di-da, loop-de-loop.
I just think that Black Americans need to speak up, speak out, and become very political and organized. And when it comes to reparations and restitution, 1000% delineate from the African continent and everybody else, because our situation, we need to deal with our government for our restitution or reparations or anything. We have to deal with our own government. And Caribbean, South America, Africa never helped us. They weren't even involved when it came to that African burial site where that president had the audacity to lay a wreath as if that was part of his lineage, and it is not. But I said this when I did my show yesterday. We Black Americans open up the hen house door to let the wolves in, meaning Africa, because even back in the 2000s, when they had the groundbreaking ceremony for that African burial site in Lower Manhattan, you know, we had prominent foundational Black Americans speak on it, but it was a whole lot of African rituals taking place. And we were calling ourselves African Americans in the 80s, 90s, and even into 2000s. So we linked ourselves to the continent. And now the continent is saying, let me go get that bag over in America and use foundational Black Americans to bring money back over here.
I saw something a few years ago, right when they had that thing with the woman king, and some idiots were sitting up there trying to train children and learning some Dahomey African dance moves. And I said, why are you doing that? I said, you do realize that there's a high probability that some of those young girls out there you're having do that have ancestors who went through the sorry slave experience because of the people you are now trying to get them to copy. Huh? Said, you didn't know that the Dahomeyans are the ones that were primary slave catchers for the Belgians or for the French or for the English? And the same thing with Ghana. The Ghanaians manned the security for those slave coffles where the slaves were chained by the neck and marched out from the interior. They're the ones that took them into custody after they were captured. They're the ones that manned those slave prisons that we got a little tour of. They were the ones that rowed the boats out to the slave ships with the slaves on board. They're the ones that helped manacle and chain the slaves in those slave ships and then get back and row back to the shore and go have some slave nookie that was waiting there chained up on a wall and couldn't run away. Yeah, those guys. So what are we going to do about them? There's Ghana there with money talking smack and nobody says, well, hey, why don't you pay some reparations?
And with that, thank you, everybody, for tuning in to another episode of Injustice for All. Judge, last remarks or?
Don't get caught up in your feelings. Deal with reality, because a lot of times it's getting misrepresented to you. And when somebody's been pimping you for a long time, they don't suddenly find the Holy Ghost and they stop, especially when they're trying to say reverend. And this guy hadn't had a pulpit since he's been what? If you were stupid enough to go to a church where the preacher is 8 years old and that's your pastor, I don't have time to listen to you. And that's what it is. And on the other one, Ben Crump, he needs to apologize for what he did to the National Bar Association. And if he's going to be a civil rights lawyer, I want to see him try a case, kick some ass like Johnny Cochran did or Willie Gary did, still can do. And some other outstanding black trial lawyers I've seen. I want to see him file some appeals. I want to see him argue in front of some appellate courts. I want to see him establish some law that promotes equity and justice. But I haven't seen that. So until you do, I know what time it is when it comes to that. Yeah. Been doing it longer than you went to a better law school, and I know when somebody's fronting off. So let's see some people who go to work, and let's stop dealing with Roly-Poly Martins and Chicken George Sharpton and Crumps and all of the rest of that bunch. And let's start dealing with promoting some of the people that are really doing something.
Right.
There are a few.
Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Please like, share, and make sure you comment below, and we will see you in the next video. Bye.
Well, hey, what do you say? Don't get caught up in that foolishness. Look, hey, when I said black power left niggas powerless, they thought I was tripping. Now it's coming out. This whole little, every Pan-African, when they getting it from all ways. Pan-Africans are getting it from all ways right now. And I'm loving it. Yeah, as an Indian, I'm loving it. But at the same time, just for all indigenous people, global, homie, because the same players been running the same plays. And it's good that today, that shit is over with. That shit over with.
Answer the question right there. Being able to come down 3.
Hold on, damn, my bad. All right, hey, give me 2 seconds. We finna get into this African burial ground, where the Ghanaian president hung a reef. What they say, like that was his ancestors down there. And if you notice, Judge say, when they did the homie, the whatever, the little movie joint, he said they was trying to teach the kids the African dances. If they was African, they already know the dance. This is just getting too obvious. I say it's too obvious right now, and a lot of people around here who've been sold a story or a narrative, they following behind it. They still fighting for it. Yeah, they still right now. You got somebody debating this topic. Right now, we have somebody in the world who is debating this topic when it's not even a conversation. You feel me? Now Judge Brown on his Indian business. Y'all ain't catching when he said that Sharpton is there to make the natives passive. He said he making the natives passive, meaning the natives of America. Bars. Hold on, let me get this video.
A ceremonial tribute to pay homage to African ancestors. A display of wreaths and other flowers marking the spot where they lay at the African Burial National Monument, the oldest and largest known excavated burial ground in North America for both free and enslaved Africans. It was rediscovered in 1991 when the federal government bought a piece of land right here in Lower Manhattan. During that time, archaeologists found remains belonging to enslaved Africans who
My bad. I don't even think y'all heard me. Damn, my bad. No sound. All right, let's get into it. Hey, did y'all hear that video though? I don't even know if y'all heard the video. Yeah, I don't know how I did that. All right, boom. Let's bounce out. All right, so I wanted to hold on, make sure y'all seen the video.
built the city and lived here in the 16 and 1700s. With the help of the community and the National Park Service, their remains are now preserved.
What we have behind me are 7 mounds, and under each mound is a crypt or a container holding roughly 60 coffins. Each container holds 60 coffins containing the remains of 419 individuals in total.
As we commemorate the 30th anniversary of the burial ground rediscovery through speech, drums, and song,
He would just fall down right from the sky.
All right, let's get that out for that. They on there singing gospel. We cool. Hey, if y'all notice though, they said what the people keep saying is that they are doing rituals. So they've been doing rituals on our people this whole time. All right, let's work. Let's get some work in. across the New Netherlands, according to local historian. They ventured to see what happened and was struck by poison arrows. And so basically this is what took place, right? So this is the Pavona massacre. If y'all want to go check that out. All right, and Keith ordered them. He got a council of 12. Them niggas said, man, we don't need no smoke with these niggas because they didn't know how to till the land. And so a lot of they required assistance. They needed this. These Indians will find this. Well, I want Chanel, my nigga Chanel. Turn up one time, goddamn. Let's walk. Hey, we got Bang Light, but Indians in this area and shit. And so it's up now. Black Dutch genealogy. This is real simple. I'm just gonna take you through some simple shit first. You guys can find this on Wikipedia. Black Dutch is a term with several different meanings. In the United States, dialect and slang in general refers to racial, ethnic, or cultural roots. It means varies and such difference are contingent upon the time and place. Several varied groups and multiracial people have sometimes been referred to as or identified as Black Dutch, most often as a reference to their ancestors. And so what I'm telling you is that, so first we see we got these Indians here, and Henry Hudson, he pulled up, he said they were black. Okay. These Indians were black. And then you had these Dutch people come and settle there. What I'm telling you is that these Dutch people that came to stay there, Chanel, were black. Now I didn't have to bring this shit into it, but he said, "What you gonna bring the Dutch?" I wasn't, but I can. You know, I got some shit I can fuck with you. I come out here and fuck with you about some shit on the Dutch. You know what I'm saying? The Dutch was black. I know some people like, okay, what the fuck did that change? Oh, that changes a lot. It changes a lot, okay? Because, you know, when we hear slave or we hear Negro, some of us, our mind automatically, whether some Africans think when they hear Negro, they think of African. Some Aboriginals, when they think of Negro, they think of Aboriginal. You know, I'm saying, damn, what about Black Europeans? Can Black Europeans be Negroes? I think so. Oh, don't wait, nigga, wait. I'm finna show you how Black Europeans was Negroes. Let's walk, because you see, the waters are gonna get a little murky. I'm gonna go and muddy them up, you know. I brought out 35 slides today. I got 70 of them motherfuckers, okay? This is just one clip. I just came to dirty the water up, that's all. That's it. Black Dutch. The term Black Dutch appears to have become widely adopted in Southern Highlands as far as West Texas in the early 1800s by certain Southeastern families and mixed race ancestry, especially those of Native American descent. When used in the South, it usually did not imply African admixture. So we gonna get done with that hatred? Or nigga, you said that because you hated yourself. We ain't doing that. We're not doing that. These people ain't crazy, especially a lot of you, because I'm trying to figure out how you niggas running around here with European names. But then you say your people was never a slave. Put them in the headline. Well, how the hell did you get the name? That was not your name. Nobody stole your name and switched name with you. No, sir, that is not what happened. Prove it. Prove it. Because those names were in Europe for centuries before they got over here. Oh, bars. Trouble. You're going to have to come another way. Yeah. You have to come another way. New York City. New York. You're going to have to come another way. Twist the lie. Get in my 745. In addition, some mixed race person of European and African descent identified as Portuguese. Everything you need, and this is real key, Chanel, when we go in, because we got a nigga named Portuguese who got a land grant.
Anthony.
Who was a slave. They say he was African. I don't know. Was he? Was he African? Was he Portuguese? Was he a Portuguese African? I don't know. Or do I? Let's walk.
Or do I?
I just wanted to mind my motherfucking business, man. I didn't want those. My brother, let me just. I'm trying to read the paper and shit. I'm all the way out the way. By the late 18th century, numerous of free mixed race families were migrating west along with English neighbors to the frontier of Virginia, North Carolina, where racial castes were less strict than in Plantation County of the Tidewater. There are strong indications that the original Black Dutch were swarthy complexion Germans. Anglo-Americans loosely applied the term to any dark complexion American of European motherfucking descent. You niggas keep talking. I'm really gonna start thinking you niggas don't know who y'all are. Okay? Right now, I'm getting out a whole lot of benefit of the doubt, but as more niggas keep talking, I'm starting to say these niggas really, really don't know who they are.
Get them, Chief.
The term was adopted by some people as an attempt to disguise Indian. The term was adopted for some people who attempted to disguise Indian or infrequently triracial descent. God damn it. Here this nigga go back here again with this triracial bullshit. You've been running around here talking about these triracial people in Easttown, Kentucky, Tennessee, motherfucking North Carolina. You've been running around talking about these motherfucking triracial town. By the end of the 19th century, the term had become an American colloquialism and derogatory term for anything denoting one small Anglo surname, Melungeons. Nearly 60% of American families reporting Black Dutch traditions bear surnames. How y'all burn these surnames? Did y'all not? Come on, brother.
You not from the
net. After either decidedly German or possibly Americanized from German origins. Even in the 1820s, ethnic German men who differed over politics used Black Dutch as a slur against opponents. Let walk. Black Dutch in the Midwest and the Deep South. What I'm saying is, family, that them Sephardic Jews, my bad, y'all. I'm tripping. The Moors, Nick, my bad, y'all. The Walloons,
bless his heart.
The French, Dutch, Portuguese, Spanish, fuck out of here. Niggas don't know what happened. That rock. And see what I'm saying, homie? When niggas be pulling up like they got the company. The company is the Dutch company, homie, but it's not just Dutch people coming. You feel me? It's not just that. You got certain motherfuckers.
I get the light,
bro. These niggas are tapping in together. They putting together teams and they catching plays. However, the circumstances are, some niggas jack, you might jack a ship, get niggas from off their ship. It probably be some couple niggas that end up riding it out with you that was from the other side. These niggas that picked up, they career criminals too. You feel me? And niggas it's just buns being made, bro. But anyway, let's walk. Before, hold on. I got some shit for you niggas.
Don't play with me.
Shit for you niggas, right? I just want to paint this picture real quick.
Play with me.
I just want to paint a picture. Bang my like button, goddamn, bang my cash out. I just want to paint a picture. Yep. Over time, the term Black Dutch migrated with certain families of mixed ancestry from North Carolina, Kentucky, Tennessee, to Missouri and Arkansas, as well as Mississippi, Alabama, Texas, and Oklahoma, where its original meanings became lost. Many people born in the 20th century have claimed Black Dutch heritage, sometimes in addition to native heritage. So why is this Dutch and these Indian shit is so intertwined? Why?
Appreciate that love, family.
Many people born, we walk through that, without having any idea who their Black Dutch ancestors were supposed to be. Unlike families in Pennsylvania or Virginia, most of the mixed race Black Dutch families of Deep South have English or Scottish surnames. And a lot of you niggas have English and Scottish surnames.
Okay.
and have no German ancestry in their family. Now let's walk. I want y'all to understand. I want y'all to hear me and hear me real clear what I'm about to tell you, niggas. And I want y'all to pay attention. And I want some flames right after this motherfucker, because this right here is going to stick it to it, nigga. Yeah, before the Indian Removal Act in 1830, many of Lawrence County Cherokee people were already mixed. Listen, were already mixed with white settlers and stayed in the country of the Warrior Mountains. Listen, they denied their ancestry and basically lived much of their lives in fear of being sent west. Why would they be sent west? Is the Indian Removal Act. All the Indians got to leave. Get the fuck up and get out. Bitch, I better not catch you banging. Choctaw Indians was the first to become U.S. citizens. Right? All right, let's walk. They denied their ancestry and basically lived much of their lives in fear of being sent west. Full bloods, listen, full bloods. Full-blooded Indians, listen to me. Full bloods claim to be Black Irish or Black Dutch. How in the fuck is a white boy gonna claim Black Irish or Black Dutch? A full-blooded Cherokee Indians claimed Black Dutch and Irish, so they wouldn't have to claim Indian heritage and be sent west. If I don't get no motherfucking flames in here, when you got something good, you better hold on to it, nigga. All right, easy word. Them goddamn Pan-Africans pull up 3 cars deep, goddamn, they be hopping out. I'm telling you right now, nigga, they ain't fucking with Big Chief on the block. I'm finna walk. I got something for you, nigga. What we doing? I got something for you, nigga. And watch how I back them up. I'm coming over there, Rob Bowen, nigga. We need 200 motherfuckers in there tonight, Rob Bowen. We gonna get this bitch rocking. We need 200 motherfuckers up in there. Yes, sir. Turn up. Turn up in this motherfucker. Cause I'm trying to figure out how the fuck. Did a full blood claim to be Black Irish or Black Dutch? Thus, listen. Thus denying their rightful Native American blood. Ain't that a bitch? Yes, it is. After being fully assimilated into the general population years later, these Irish, Cherokee, mixed blood descendants began reclaiming their Native American heritage in the land of the Warrior Mountains, Lawrence County, Alabama. During the 1900 U.S. Census, only 78 people claimed their Native American heritage. In 1990, more than 2,000 individuals claimed Native American descent. Today, there are more than 4,000 citizens are proud to claim their Native American heritage and members of the Choctaw Cherokee tribe. The $5. Okay, and it's really that simple. Yeah, it's really that simple. Chauncey Moore in the building, Lawrence County in the building. He said Alabama is not far from me in a real way. Turn up. Wow. Black Dutch. Oh boy. The dark-skinned Dutch immigrants. The most common destination of Black Dutch refers to Dutch immigrants to New York who had swarthier complexions than most other Dutch. I'm gonna run that back. Yeah, I think we need that one back. What you say that now, boy? The most to them New York niggas, New York Pan-African tried to jump me, right? So all right. So I had to. That's why I say, nigga, I got 75. But I'm only finna spend 35 on you, you know what I mean? That's just one clip. Yeah, then I got it. I duct taped it. I'm gonna flip it. Yeah. So y'all want to work, and then I had to do this to him. You want to talk? You know what? You know, some New York Times bet. I'm finna get on some Black European Dutch shit, then, nigga. They really talk about it. Knickerbocker. Common destination of Black Dutch. The most common destination of Black Dutch refers to Dutch immigrants to New York. Huh? Oh, you talking about the same Dutch place where these niggas came in Manhattan and all of the 1926, 1600. Okay, all right, I got you, my nigga. Let's walk. I'm walking with you. And so you said all of them niggas came there with black. Okay, I got you. I feel you. They never told me that. All right. The darker complexion were usually due to intermarriage or out of wedlock births. Listen. I'm finna get some more flames in this whole listen. The darker complexion were usually due to intermarriage. or out of wedlock births. With who? With Spanish soldiers during the Spanish occupation of the New Netherlands. Well, damn, Spanish soldiers was black too. Top Cat, you are on fire this morning. Hold on, I just want to paint a picture. I ain't even took you where we about to go. We ain't even started digging and getting bones out of this shit, nigga. Wait till we get to the excavation. I don't think they see it. I just listen, nigga. I ain't got but 35 slides. I got 72 altogether. I brought out 35 today, nigga, and I got a reload clip, nigga, in case niggas, you understand me, want to retaliate. Yeah, want to back fade. This is something light. I'm just painting the picture right now. So they say the Spanish were black. They say you get them black ass Dutch niggas when they be going over there fucking with them Spanish niggas. Spanish and Italian boys, huh? But see, they told you that all these European niggas was white. That's what they told them. That's what they told them. They said that the white boy raped your ancestor, nigga, and that's how you got the name. That's what they said. I'm saying they're a motherfucking lie. I'm saying they're a motherfucking lie, nigga. Okay. So what did happen? I'm saying these niggas was black. Oh, okay. I'm saying these niggas was looking like your motherfucking ass. So, nigga, if you don't know your genealogy, you don't know who the fuck you are, nigga. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I'm finna get it real muddy. Everybody get in here. So right now, nigga, we got the Spanish, we got black Spanish, we got motherfucking Portuguese, nigga, and we got black Dutch, and we got black Indian, and we got some motherfucking Africans all right here in New York, nigga. Let's figure out what the fuck happened. I just need everybody on the scene where I can see them. Come here. I need everybody to get somewhere where I can see their motherfucking ass. Who we got on the board, nigga? We got black African, black Dutch, huh? We got motherfucking Portuguese. We got motherfucking black Indians, nigga. Oh, I'm laying it out, nigga, because I want to be real clear on what's about to take place, right? Because see, you African niggas, just because you got niggas out here helping y'all like they helped the Democrats on the election, we ain't doing that, right? Meaning that after a certain period of time, all the information was turned African. And when we leave out of here, I'm gonna show you why I said that. Easy. This is why niggas should have left me the fuck alone. And this is why you crazy ass nigga need to understand what y'all got over here. Okay? You nigga understand what y'all have over here, nigga. In a real way. Turn them out. Where we at with it? Tell them, come on, man. Work. Chunk that shit up. Many of these so-called black Dutch are still in New York today. Damn, I wonder where they at. Y'all niggas seen the black Dutch out there? Many of these so-called black Dutch are still in New York today. Hey, where? Nah, run that back. What'd you say? Where they at? Oh, shit. Woo! I know. Boy, these niggas, I'm gonna start riding the bulletproof Sprinter. I'm gonna to go bulletproof the Sprinter. Woo! They gonna be looking for Big Chief. And still today, they have black Dutch are still in New York today, while other families migrated south and west to other states. DNA studies have shown that these people are mainly European descent with little, if any, African or Native American DNA in them. Woo! It's getting hot in this motherfucker. I really don't think niggas know what happened. Hey, y'all don't listen to him. They hear baby. This is 2020. What the fuck did he know, nigga? This was 2020. This nigga was a rookie. He ain't got no right to come in here and change how things have been going. He have no right to do this. They talking about niggas fucking up the bag. Nigga, I've been punched a hole in that motherfucker, nigga, since day one. Yeah. This 2020. Go crazy, Chief. I don't think they know what happened. The Sephardic Jews, immigrants. Sephardic Jewish merchants came to the Netherlands from Spain and Portugal in the 15th century. Sephardic Jewish immigrants Sephardic Jewish merchants came to the Netherlands from Spain and Portugal in the 15th century after being expelled from those nations. Some of them were admitted to England during Oliver Cromwell's occupation. Okay, now when we go into this Oliver Cromwell situation, we understand that they were having a civil war at this time. So you had Charles I and Oliver Cromwell and them. This is where this war took place at. Pow. Now when Charles II get there, a lot of these people. Hey, hold up! Shout out to Tree. Tree sent me an old. It's like a diary of Oliver Cromwell. Old. You can't even touch it, bro. The pages and shit gonna fall apart. But yeah, Tree sent me that, man. That's my grandpa. I got a picture in front of his statue. Yeah, in Westminster. He was a rebel for the cause. Charles had him fucked up. Charles came put them taxes on him. You know, he was a little young homie, but they already knew he was inspired and he stood tall. They banged that Puritan, man. See, we can get into that conversation. Why you think I recorded all of them churches in New York and the colonies and all of that? Church right here, church of Christ, Church of England, isn't it? All these different denominations. And then they come and tell us, well, it was a religious thing. Okay, that's why the church is right across the street from each other. Yeah, old energies in the building, churches. Red brick, let's walk, man. Well, James II, my bad. When this civil war is taking place, a lot of the people that was captured, a lot of these black people that was captured, they were taken to Jamaica. Oliver Cromwell took the slave trade to Jamaica. William Penn ancestors came in, okay, and did a real one for the Stewart family. That's how Charles II gave William Penn Pennsylvania. Okay, because that happened there. So when you hear about the Black Irish and you seeing so many people in the UK have Irish descent along with Jamaican descent, or the Jamaicans had this is where the fuck it came from. You niggas don't want to fuck with me. I got shooters on the roof. I got shooters on the roof, nigga. Wait, what happened? Damn, nigga, I just want to go get a matcha. What happened? What's wrong with him? Who on the roof? But hold on. Fuck all that, nigga. Because Oliver Cromwell occupation up, and nigga, that's where you start getting yeah. That's what happened. The Jacobites niggas and all of that. Some of them niggas was getting caught. Some of them was getting took to the islands over there and some of them niggas was coming this way. A lot came this way. But let's walk through these Sephardic Jews real quick. Occupation of it in the 17th century during the English Civil War, many of these eventually came to American colonies. And in the 17th century during the English Civil War, many of these eventually came to American colonies and settled in New England and in the South. The Sephardic Jewish immigrants often mixed with free or enslaved Africans and bore children with them. Sometimes the men stayed with their mixed race families, especially if the woman wasn't free, while other times they abandoned them for Jewish wives. The descendants of these Sephardic Jewish immigrants and the Africans and American with whom they bore children were also historically referred to as Black Dutch. Bars. Got a whole go. Ooh, we getting heat up. We got the Black Dutch Sephardic Jews. Sephardic Jews, Black Dutch niggas. You niggas out here smoking Dutch tobacco. Hey, but hold on, watch this here. The Africans that they bred with are coming from the same place they coming from. Remember the Moors and the Sephardi's was put out of the Iberian Peninsula at the same time. The Alhambra Decree and the departure of the Moors, they all had to leave at the same time. So when they met back up in South Carolina, what did they do? The big shot, the big wigs, the families, they started marrying their daughters off to each other. Yeah, to keep what they had going on back at home for the last 700 years together. That worked. Black Dutch in the South, they see up there, that nigga be smoking them Dutch. All right, the Black Dutch in the South, as many northern families referred to the Black Dutch immigrated South, the originally meaning of the term. Hey, what they said on Crooklyn, that what they somebody in the chat said, they be doing the double Dutch. That's why you nigga can't jump rope better than those nigga from New York. I got money on the New Yorker. If we playing basketball or double Dutch, I'm betting with the New Yorker. Yeah, you want to jump rope? or play basketball, I'm betting on the New Yorker. Yeah, I'm going with my money on the New Yorker. Yeah. That's what they double dutching, man. They Dutch. Yeah, come on, man. Right there in front of you. Term became lost through the generations. Many Southern people today claim to have Black Dutch ancestry. The term usually believing that their ancestors who bore children with Native American, right? And that's why they keep talking about the South and they keep talking about you niggas in the South. Every time they talk about a motherfucking Native American, every time they talking about Native American Indians in the South and all that, they talking about you niggas. They're not even hiding it or covering it up, okay? The only thing is you niggas running around here, a lot of motherfuckers, right? But the answers are there, brother. It's just the answers are there. And I tell you something, homie, I don't get spiritual. None of this shit. I ain't biased to the information. I'm not looking for something that helps my story and all of that shit. That nigga, I don't give a fuck. It don't matter to me, nigga. I don't own this shit. This shit don't belong to me, nigga. I just want to know what happened. And so, nigga, I'm gonna look at everything. I'm looking at everything. I ain't got no spiritual. I ain't spiritual. When it come to this shit, I'm not, because I don't need to be swayed or tilt no other way. I want to know what happened. I don't give a fuck who got to get it. Period. Turn up one time, goddamn nigga. And now we in the South. Every time they keep talking about you niggas, though, in most cases, this incorrectly, however, is uncommon for the people in the South to have children with Africans during the 18th century and the 19th century. And these mixed race families gradually integrated into their communities. Most of the Southern Black Dutch did not have German or Dutch ancestry at all. But watch this here. But are of English or Irish descent. Now, where you nigga with that Irish? Come on, brother. It was the same thing of calling nigga Black Dutch. With maybe some African mix in it, nigga. Okay? And that's a big maybe, not a little. Walk. That's a big. Most of the New Netherlands enslaved people were brought to the colony either through the intercolonial or transatlantic slave trade. The first enslaved labels arrived in New Netherlands as early as 1625 or 1626. So what is New Netherlands? Somebody in the chat, can y'all help me out with that? Me, Renee, BCU member, can somebody help me out with that one right there? I really need y'all help on that. What was New Netherlands? Why they talking like that? So New Netherlands, where was New Netherlands? I need somebody in the chat. What are they talking about when they say, oh, okay, all right. The real say New York. Okay, appreciate you, big homie. So we're in New York City, y'all. Soon after European families began to settle in the colony, most of the slaves were imported in small groups. Many of them were brought to the colony by the Dutch or French privateers who had taken these enslaved men, women, or children from the Portuguese or Spanish ships they had captured in the Western Hemisphere in the 1650s. For instance, the privateer Guta Tizzi sold slaves in the colony who apparently had taken a Spanish ship, and other enslaved people arrived in small groups on the board of West Indies ships that, along with enslaved, transported various commodities from the Dutch Caribbean and Brazil to New Netherlands. Only 2 ships. All right, and they got the guide in and all of that shit there. Bottom. All right, the dangerous liberty Mohawk Dutch relations of the colonial gunpowder trade. Let me run it back. A dangerous liberty Mohawk Dutch relations and the colonial gunpowder trade. Big York. And this is from the University of New Hampshire, dorm, and it's going into the Mohawk Mohican and the Dutch relationship and all of that shit there. Damn, that don't go there. Hold on, y'all. This don't go here. Hold on, let me get my shit together. That slide don't get in. Don't sound real African to me. Now you can say, well, the company named them and all of that shit there, but okay, how far can we really find out who these people were? That's neither here nor there, right? Now, these people would get land grants. They would get land grants, right? All right, now let's walk. Amsterdam, under the proceedings, successfully pensioning their own freedom. So they successfully pensioned their own freedom. They were granted parcels of land by the Council of New Amsterdam under the condition that portions of their farming proceeds go to the company. So they didn't get a whole freedom. They got somewhat, you know what I'm saying? And some of the shit, they got land grants and shit, but they still had to pay the company in crops and all this type of shit, right? Hey, what man? They were granted land under the guise for years of loyal servitude, but in reality, these parcels served as a buffer, right? And so this land that they gave them was land that they took from the Indians, and they was worried about niggas coming back to get, right? And so they put them there to serve as a buffer between them and the fort. You see what I'm saying? And so the Indians was out there tripping at night, then they would get on them niggas' ass, and hopefully by the time they get to us, we can figure something out. You know what I'm saying? All right. And so they gave this land to these niggas. In 1644, hold on, man. They over here, man. Hold on, man. Cash App hating again, man. The homie Shrug tried to send me some love. Them hoes gonna tell me, hey, we canceled the payment for your protection. Bitch, what if I was hungry? What if I was out of gas? That man tried to send, yeah, man, dropped a 50 ball. They gonna tell me, hey, homie, look at it. Nigga try to send you $50. I went on to cancel this shit because I don't know. I don't. Something ain't right about it. Hey, they dirty macking on me, man. Y'all gotta send it to this Cash App. They dirty macking on me, man. God damn. They talking about he protected me. That like me go to the ATM, nigga talking about, hey, homie, cover up your pen. You don't want that nigga back there to steal. Then they tell you, hey, it's gonna be $6 for you to get some money out of it. Yeah. Yeah, man, the game is, yeah, man, taxation without representation. Hey, man, y'all can send it to the backup cash. Well, shit, it like that need to be the front runner. Them whole dirty man. Oh, here watching my pocket, bitch ass nigga. For 11 enslaved black men pinching the council for New Netherlands for their freedom, they argued that they be released from their servitude and be made free, especially as they had been in service for the honorable company here for 19 years and long since had been promised their freedom. This pension was granted through the half freedom only applied to these men and their wives and not their children. The men were granted the land tenants of the company as well as membership in the Dutch Reformed Church. Suggests that the act reflects a need to contain the stable workforce and the depleted regular as whites were succeeded by the more profitable fur trade. The pensioners in 1644 were Paula Angola, Big Manuel. These are the names of the dudes, right? These are the names of the dudes who pensioned. In 1644, you had Paulo Angola, Big Manuel. You had Lil Manuel, Manuel de Garrett. You had Simon Congo. Remember him, y'all. You had Anthony Portuguese. Niggas don't sound too African. Peterson Tommy. I don't know, brother. Juan Francisco. Yeah. You had Lil Ant. Lil Ant was riding with him. And you had Jan Foyt. Jan Foyt Orange. The only one that's on area is Simon Congo and Angola. And it wasn't called Angola. The other ones, I don't know, man. Maybe y'all got some. It's the 1600s. It wasn't called Congo or Angola at that time. They thugging, ain't they? Showing out in public. I just ain't see it, right? I ain't see it. You know, this land that they pension is gonna become the area, which is gonna become the quote unquote people of color settlement. Which becomes very, very interesting. And now I got the sources and everything they're gonna pull. It became Little Africa and all of this shit there. When, nigga, why, when, what happened, and all of this shit there. You niggas are brilliant, so I know y'all know that part, right? But I want to show you something. It get even deeper. Now watch this shit here. Exact Records designated 3 of the 16 original shareholders of the Tappan patent as free Negro. Free Negro. So when they're talking about free Negro, are they talking about the African? Or are they talking about the Black Dutch? Or are they talking about the Indian? See what you niggas don't understand here. A lot of niggas got classified and threw in the same pot. I'm finna show you niggas how and why. Now, right now, in this instant that we talking about right now, we talking about the Dutch. Talking when they speaking about Negro. So yeah, they did call black Europeans Negroes too. See, that's why it get messy. It get messy. Now let me go in. These being, hold on, Exempt Records designated 3 of 16 original shareholders of Tappan Patent as free Negro. These being John DeVries, his son John Jr., and Nicholas Manuel. Okay? So John DeVries, these black Dutch are big. Hey, this why y'all gotta leave that guy alone, man. He gonna get you. Boy, bounty hunter, nigga. What they used to call me back in the game? What's the Long Ranger name? One man band. Man, I'm coming to get you, homie. Your name better not come to, being labeled as free Negroes. Yeah. I want to run that back. You have these people, and we in now these same lots and these plots and shit where these Africans got their shit at. These people have land and shit over here too. Same area, and they are classified as free Negroes. Like, wow. You got to show John DeVries. This is the nigga we talking about. His son, John Jr., Nicholas Manuel, Manhattan records show that prior to their removal to Rockland County, these 3 men had been yeoman farmers residing in the outward above the freshwater, and that while there had been close neighbors as several white members of the patent group. Subsequently, in the early years of the 18th century, additional pioneers of African descent joined the DeVries and Manuel's family in Rockland, generally be by familial extension. A son-in-law of John DeVries, Franz Van Sally, from Bedford in Brooklyn, Bedford Scott and Building, was included among those who designed the second patent division in 1721, as well as John's son, Jacobus Augustine Van Dunnick, another married a granddaughter of Claus Manuel and formed a plot which had been purchased at the Jersey line near Saddle River, 1744. Further west, and it was still Dangerous County, Samuel Francisco and the brothers of Solomon and Jacob and Peterson, who is probability had been close neighbors to the DeVries and the Manuels in Manhattan. Earlier, clear land and built rough cabins close to the edge of what was called civilization in Manhattan. Earlier, cleared land, built rough cabins, rose to the edge of what they call civilization. My bad. Robert, a freeborn, young Ham Robert, a freeborn black, purchased 200 acres of land and became one of the first residents. Hackensack, New Jersey. Another free black, Joachim Anthony, was a member of the Virgin Dutch Reformed Church in 1679. I'm trying to figure out something because all of this African influence, we seen they gave 11 niggas that they say was African, but you had a lot. I'm gonna say that again. You had a lot of black Dutch in this area as well. It's never. So hold on, we going. I'm making a point. Don't we just take that and just walk with me. Just walk with me, fam. 1712, you got the slave revolt and all that shit. All right. On the evening of April 6th, spark caught fire that night. A group of approximately 23 slaves gathered in the orchard of Maiden Lane in the center of town, armed with swords, knives, hatchets, and guns. The group sought out to inspire the city slaves to rise up against their masters by staging a dramatic revolt. All right. One slave, Vanderbilt, set a fire to a shed of his master and then repairing it to his place where the rest were. Vanderbilt, Pennsylvania, because these niggas gonna migrate over there. And then you go to Canada. It's another places you hear these names. That's why you gotta watch the migration patterns. Migration is very important, man. I got a project that I'm working on now. It's coming. Hey, look, y'all, my children's book was published today, but I gotta fix some things, man. So who's it? Dub? Somebody said they had bought some copies. Somebody hit me earlier and said they bought 5. I'm like, hold on, cancel, because I had to cancel mine too. Just let me get y'all to go, then we're gonna be ready. But you know what I'm saying? It was, you know what I'm saying? I want the glossary in there. The glossary went in there like I want all of it in there. It's gonna be about 66 pages. Yeah, children's book. There's 66 pages. Gang shit. They all sallied out together with their arms and marched to the fire. By this time, the noise of the fire spreading through the town. The people began to flock to it. Upon the approach of several, the slaves fired and killed them. So these niggas started to set a fire to his master's shed. When he got his homeboy and them took cover, the town come running out to the fire and they start shooting their motherfucking ass down. All right, now we're gonna get here, right?
Let him work.
The Human Genome Project. Are y'all familiar with this?
Let him work.
Are y'all familiar with the Human Genome Project? When I did my African DNA build, the main focus of it was this Human Genome Project and the science that was developed out of it that this Rick Kittle's guy ended up taking. You know what I'm saying? That was my whole point of it. It was not even really just about the ABG. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I never gave my opinion on it. But I know niggas ain't finna try to run off with it. Let's walk. The Human Genome Project, HGP, was one of the great feats of exploration in history rather than an outward exploration of the planet and cosmos. The HGP was an award voyage of discovery led by an international team of researchers looking to sequence and map all the genes together known as the genome. Listen, and members of our species, Homo sapien. Listen, beginning on October the 1st, 1990.
October the 1st, 1990. So what we going with this? So we just saw the Ghanaian president go put a wreath there like those his ancestors. Now, I just gave you the backstory on who was there. From the 11 Africans to the free Negroes, which were of Dutch Portuguese lineage. We also threw the indigenous in there. We have the black Spanish there, you know. So we just want to build it up. When we show that this land, that area was for a buffer zone for when the Indians come to attack. Geechee say, let's walk. Hey, Geechee, you seen hey, you know we got some real shoes, huh? Geechee, I don't know if you heard the word on the curve from the Tweety Bird, man, but man, we got our own shoes, man. On the back, that's patent leather right there. It say, let's walk. See this tongue right here? That whole top part gonna be patent leather up there now. I looked at it, I said, we're gonna go patent leather. This patent leather in the back, this patent leather in the front, this patent leather go around there with the suede. Big Indian, that's the inside sole, that's the bottom of the shoes. It say, let walk on there and on the back. Let walk. See, they don't know what that mean. Let walk, let work.
Completed in April 2003, the HGP gave us the ability for the first time to read nature's complete genetic blueprint for building a human being.
Nah, Geechee say he copying.
Now, this right here was real key. This was real key in the development of this project, which will become known as the African burial ground.
I'm
gonna tell you right now, it's not gonna be. I'm about to scroll through here, but it ain't gonna be pretty for you niggas. Y'all could have kept y'all African story and rode out for the sunset, but the nigga got to, you know, the nigga was feeling himself. Nigga drew down on Topcat, you feeling yourself. Nigga got a couple wins and shit. Nigga turn around, yo, what's up, Topcat? No. Come on, family. Who me? I said, me? Nah, I'm chilling, man. I ain't on none of this shit, man. He said, yeah, come out of the house. I said, oh, okay. You want me to come embarrass you at home? I got you. I'll be over there. I got you. Bang my light boy, goddamn. Bang the cash out. Bang the light boy, bang the cash out, goddamn.
Turn up.
Appreciate that love, Sailor.
Work. Hey, y'all hit the like button if y'all have it.
African. That's what happened. Was found beneath singular Sailor. The field of genetic New Yorkers was shocked when a burial ground believed to contain the remains of more than 15,000 people of African descent was found beneath Lower Manhattan. True error.
Headlines from the WashingtonPost.com. Now, that gangster shit sound good.
Get you, they still don't
you
know me. They still don't know me.
That gangster shit sound good. You know, you come sprinkle the African all on top of it. Why? Because everybody black here has to be African. That's what happened. That's why those headlines read that. Okay? But we just laid.
You see, everybody in the game now, they know what they on some all skin folk ain't kin folk. They on some delineation. But when we put Big Six on the board, watch this here. Hey, chat. Let me see if there's some real Jaguars in here. Hey, what's Big Six to the board? Drop it in the chat. What's Big Six to the board? Because we got all this talk going around right now. You know, we go back, see, this 2020, 2021. We go back 5 years ago, popping it. Yeah, they thought I was crazy. Y'all heard George Macon last night say, man, you came out with black, you paying. I said, man, this nigga crazy. But now today, it all makes sense. Yeah, Lil Wayne say, oh, let it all work out. Let it all work out. Homie, you got a dream, go for it. Don't let nobody tell you what you can't do, homie. You got a passion for it and you got a purpose, homie. Follow your purpose. It don't matter what get you say. The best lectures came before they even knew you. And a lot of people still don't know me. But we ain't worried about the record. We ain't worried about that. We don't need the recognition. We want the work. Because by the time they know us, we're going to be them built up a whole sanctuary. We're going to already have foundation. We're going to have so many things already set in place. We're going to have guaranteed results off the work that we done. So now we don't want the spotlight while we working. When if we get the spotlight, when they put the light on us, they going to see what we built from the ground up, homie. They going to see what we built. Right now, the answer said ain't ready. So we got that spiritual protection on us. Yeah, we don't need no limelight. We don't need to, you know what I'm saying? People know who they is. You can't say Indian. You can't say American without them saying Big Chief University. Yeah, how about them Jaguars? Let work. But we been stumping the hoe when nigga. So the gun there, nigga hung the thing on there back then. People was rocking with this. You got to understand, I'm doing this lecture because the other side, the Pan-Africans are using this as their source. This is me going in there, taking it from them. Disarming them. Yeah, taking out their comms. This me cutting off they routes. Yeah, this me coming there, cutting off your communication, cutting off your power, affecting your economy. So now we get to this day in 2026 and everybody, I've seen folks we doing that. Man, how many nigga been, this the blueprint. But see, they ain't heard of me, so because the NC say we gonna protect, just work. You ain't got nothing on your shoulder, you ain't got nothing to prove, just work. Keep your head down, work, grind, just know what you here for. And in the end, you're gonna win because by the time the spotlight on you, all you're gonna have to do is sit on your throne like it's a rocking chair. Well, Wayne say, nigga, I'm gonna sit on this throne like it's a fucking rocking chair, nigga. Bad bitch playing my hair, nigga. Say, Chief, relax, don't stress out. I said, I got a lot of shit on my mind. She said, let the shit work itself out. Yeah, so I'm gonna let the shit work itself out. Let work.
The groundwork to show otherwise.
Let work.
We just laid the groundwork to show otherwise. I'm gonna come back to this.
Appreciate you, John.
Oh man, my shit is all over the place.
John Bull.
Bro.
Get it together, Chief.
Damn, man, I'm missing.
Get it together.
He was granted 12 acres of land in DC.
Hold on, this is what he went to go do. He went to go get the land grants. Not playing with you. So this the area that's in conversation. This what we talking about, right?
These different land grants.
So this the Dutch West Indies records on it. Show you the parcels, the land, all of that. The area. Let's walk.
The areas of where they these people got the grants.
Seneca Village.
That's a map of it.
Have y'all seen the Seneca Village? This was around that time. 2020, Seneca Village and shit. Y'all seen that one? Go crazy.
All right. In addition to the crops provided the Dutch settlement, okay, now we're going through it. And this is what they said was later called Little Africa, where the black community continued to develop and grow in the 20th century. Now, there is some modern person writing that too. I'm just gonna throw that out there.
That's why he said
in a real way. We ain't doing that. Get that out of here. All right, now here go the land grants. Now, they were granted parcel lands by the Council of New Amsterdam under the condition that the portion of their former proceeds would come direct to General William Keith granted land manumitted slaves under the council and calculated region of the colony. Native American, okay. And then we come here and he go Manuel. He was granted 12 acres of land in December 1643. Simon Congo.
Remember the 11? They talking about the 11 Africans was brought here. That's the story. That's why they landed out. Okay. Well, nigga, here go the land that they was granted. Cause they weren't slaves. Yeah, they weren't slaves. They was free people. Now here go the land that they was granted.
They was
can't own land. Let's walk.
Was granted an 8-acre parcel of land by the Council of Amsterdam on the 15th of December 64. You got Big Manuel down here. He was among the first Angolan slaves ever owned by the Dutch West India Company. On the 21st of December 1644, he was granted 8 acres of land too. All right, let me go and get out of there. Let me come down here.
Yeah, that's New York. That's New York. Let's get in the dirt. Chief.
All right.
In the mud.
A $275 million federal constructive site in 1991 unveiled the cemetery dating back to the 17th and 18th century when black people were still enslaved in the state. Listen to that shit.
Yeah.
Listen to the nigga writing this, right? 1991 unveiled the cemetery dating back to the 17th and 18th century when black people were still enslaved in the state. It is the largest and oldest collection of colonial area remains of free enslaved Africans in the United States, according to the National Park Service. It took protests by activists, scholars, politicians. Listen, it took protests by activists, scholars, politicians, black New Yorkers to halt construction on the government building to contract a African-American anthropologist to oversee the exhumation of the remains of 419 men, women, and children.
Okay, calm down.
Damn, I jumped.
Y'all want to know why they was in New York? Yeah, we been when it got that. Everything that
genetics bounce back. Listen,
boy, we went and got that. A lot of niggas say, you probably got some punches or some kicks in. I went in there and got them. Yeah, I got them where it hurted. The Indians own slaves and all that. I went and took care of that. Yeah, they can't talk like that no more. Get it out your mouth. It was a get that out your mouth movement. Yeah, we campaigning. We politic. We campaigning. We went on to get that out your mouth campaign.
Genetics bounced back in 1990.
Huh? This how your
genetics bounced back in 1990 with the launch of the Human Genome Project, a national quest. Listen, a national quest to discovery of the African burial ground a year later. Okay, the sequence of human genome in its entirety. The buzz around genetics grew even more. The buzz around genetics grew even more. The buzz around genetics grew even more with the discovery of the African burial ground a year later. And what I'm telling y'all is in 1990, they put this program together with this human genome project, nigga. And in 1991, the government funding went behind it, nigga. The government went behind. So this was the first one. Okay, this was their project. This is what they set it into. And what they did was they needed all the data to go back to Africa. Why? Because it was gonna fit the basis of today, which is all black people come from Africa. Listen, they are going to shape and model this into an African story.
Y'all want to see how?
Because they don't expect you to know history.
Huh?
They don't expect you to know what actually took place over there. And I'm mad in the motherfucker, man, because I really did miss my slides. And my slides was for the neighborhood that the community that they of African DNA about Rick Kittle. This what it was mostly about. So I didn't speak on the ABG. This was just a part of it because Howard University was one of the people who ended up getting the contract, and Rick Kittles was amongst that. So Howard University. So in 1990 comes the Human Genome Project, and then they come back and they focus it just towards us. They cater it. I mean, this is just for. They say black activists came out there and demanded, and white folks said, "Yes, sir." So why you ain't demanding no real repatriation? Why we ain't got nothing? Like just say, y'all talking. Let me see you try a case. Go in there and put your hands up, get some work done. Y'all around here telling these victim stories. Yeah, and that's what I say, man. Like, man, and the stories are still here in the hearts of people who are fairly newly removed from Africa. But it's enriched. A black story is a story of struggle of a nigga trying to find glory. Because he has been beaten down by the world, and in his mind, he has you done took on this out, homie, and it's just wild to me. And man, my job is just to try to reach many people as I can with that message to before you take on that slave narrative, homie, find your story. That's why it's important. And that's where the glory is. Take the good with the bad, man. You know what I'm saying? You wouldn't be here without it. And if there's then fix it. If it's something there that's broke, homie, you can fix it. Or turn it around, homie, so we can change these generations coming behind us. You feel me? Like let's step up and do something that's gonna produce results, homie. Like I said, black shit was victimhood, that shit was cap, and niggas still trying to find power in black, man. They can have black. One of the worst things ever happened to us when we turned black. Oh God, nigga, go before black. Nigga, we were land owners, everything. All our towns just for us, business with each other. Man, yeah, worst thing ever happened to our people, homie, was us becoming black. Bars. Now I want to tell you, it's some interesting shit going on in this too. So what I'm saying is, nigga, they couldn't miss on this. This telling niggas this African burial ground site was gonna take niggas back to Africa because they was gonna match it up with what? The DNA test, baby. The DNA test. Huh? And they was gonna tell you, we know that they're African. Why? Because the DNA. And not only that, but they brought in scholars, African American scholars. Yes, they did to make this into an African story. Amen. Put African shit where it didn't even belong. Understanding, even after finding. Hold on, let's walk. I'm gonna show you niggas something. Bring my motherfucking like button, nigga. You niggas are crazy. Y'all crazy. Y'all don't even know what y'all got. You niggas don't even know what y'all have. Motherfuckers sit up and underappreciate. You don't even know what you have. Time will reveal, nigga. Time will reveal. Hey, what they said, I lived in the time of the great Achilles. Legendary. When this shit all switched up, I saw it with my own eye. That nigga, I'm telling their grandbaby. I saw it with my own eye. I was there. And I brought a brick. Yeah, Chief say bring a brick. Yeah, you coming up empty handed, you turning them around. Nigga, bring a brick so we build this foundation. It's gonna be taller than Babel, the Tower of Babel. You hear me? Bring a brick. And we can use it as a weapon, or we can use it as a step in this marathon that we running on this journey, homie, of finding thyself. You feel me? In a real and John way. Gang shit. Let's go. Let's walk. Let's walk. Let's walk. When the genetic results, hold on. I want you niggas to listen. I want you to pay attention and drop my motherfucking flames after this. Okay? Now, the buzz grew even more with the discovery of the African burial ground a year later, right? It became clear that the work on the African burial ground would involve unlearning. Listen, it would involve unlearning certain research methods and creating new ones, admixtures. One of the most widely accepted genetic research methods at the time used a single genetic trait to determine from which continent a person originated. Radically classified them and determined, racially classified them and determined whether they were racially mixed. Listen, to determine where they racially mixed. When the genetics results concluded that seven remains came from European people. Oh, but since they black, they gotta be African.
Oh, he cooking.
Even though some of the bones that was found there were the genetic results that concluded that sets of the remains came from European people. Despite imposing, despite archaeological evidence of African ancestry. Can I get some motherfucking fly? I don't even think you niggas know what just happened. I don't even think you niggas know what I just said. Listen to me, homie. This motherfucking ABG shit ain't get to popping. This human genome shit project, these motherfuckers, government made, they put the funds into this project right here because they needed this shit to work because it was gonna be the basis of them developing this new ancestry. And now you niggas out here, what's the pan every tell you off top, nigga? You did your DNA? You did your DNA, nigga? And this is why they can tell you this shit. ABG, baby. ABG. But I want to show you something that took place there, right? Because
big bars
going through this admixture shit, right? Which was some bullshit because you get your what's the eugenics program come out of this. Now check it out. Now this shit here determined what continent the person originated, racially classifying them and determine whether they are racially mixed. When the genetic results concluded that sets of the remains came from European people. Despite archaeological evidence of African ancestry. So are we just going off of the archaeological evidence? Cause we can work with that. Cause I know y'all found Kite Clouch and all this other type of shit there. Oh, we are going to get on that, and you niggas know that it is suspect. You niggas are too brilliant not to know that some of this information that happened was suspect. But I seen it, nigga. I was gonna sit back here with my arm folded, nigga, and mind my motherfucking business.
Huh?
I was gonna sit here and mind my motherfucking business.
They ain't fucking with me like I'm something.
I was.
Yeah, I was. And then niggas started trying to play with me. And I'm like, say, you know what? That's what y'all want to do? Well, let's rock out. Yeah. Yeah, you fucking with Achilles, the greatest warrior to ever. Yeah, that part. So this how I'm coming. They couldn't do nothing about it. Say once I put it down, they can't pick it back up. It's like a free energy center building. It's like a totalitarian building. Once I put it down, homie, you can't move it. Yeah, brought to you. Yeah, and this message is approved by the ancestors. Bars. Yeah, I put that down in 2020, 2021, and ain't nobody came and picked it up yet. It ain't moving. It ain't going nowhere like a totalitarian old world free energy building. Bars. They can't move it, but every time we touch them, they moving. Every time we touch them, they moving. Motherfuckers, sets of the remain with European people. Are you talking about them Black Dutch that we just went through? Are you talking about all them niggas that lived in the same hood with these niggas that made up this black settlement? The Africans, the Indians, the Dutch, the Portuguese, the Black Spanish. Is that what we talking about? Hold on. Now they got evidence of African ancestry like tribal Nigerian waist beads and caskets embossing the Ghanaian figures facing east towards Africa. It became clear. Now look, when they start talking about facing east towards Africa, that wasn't nothing but a Pan-African scholar. They came up in there, they got to running his motherfucking mouth.
Pan-African all over this situation, sir. We got a whole lot of Pan-African. The Pan-African is American made, okay? It's American made.
Look on the back. You say made in America.
But they went up in there and got to working. Yeah, they went up in there and got to working for that check. It became clear that racial assumptions informing admixture methodology didn't align with the modern genetic realities of people in the African burial ground. Now, before that story, like I told you, niggas, before 1990, it wasn't. They was talking about Indians and all this type of shit up in there, right? This was Indian burial grounds and all this type of shit, right? Were Africans there? Yes, Africans were there. We have to give them their card. They were there.
North Africa.
Not taking nothing from you. But when the Africans come in and want to take the whole situation.
North African, Moors. Okay? Moors were there. Check.
Take the whole situation because today's history with an agenda behind it is pushing it. The people with the agenda are leaning towards the Pan-African on this side. And so it's easy for them to come and say this album. But hold on, my nigga. That's not true. It's more than enough evidence right there to tell niggas that this is not an African story. Now, the government put up money to transform this into an African story. That is a fact. That's a fact. Like, wow, let's find out then. Let's find out. Jackson is forthright in her belief that race doesn't exist while diversity among humans exists below the racial level. She says genetics are working to divorce sociological definitions of race, which inform methods like admixture from the field. Admixture was a vestige of eugenics that persisted and formed the basis of Virginia 1924 Racial Integrity Act that made it illegal for whites to marry non-whites with no other admixture of blood than white and American Indian. Man, why the fuck did I do that? Bang the like button, bang the goddamn cash out. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna tell you something, homie. Friday it's gonna be a donation to get in the dough. Gonna be a donation to get in the dough, and I have to do that, homie. Cause one, I'm telling you, niggas, I know you can't go get it nowhere else, bro. You can't, and nigga, you shouldn't want nothing for free. You feel me? I don't know who niggas been around and who niggas out here. You shouldn't want a motherfucking thing for free. You know, I come up around ballers, shot callers, motherfucking bosses. You understand me, nigga? Scholars agree from historical accounts that the great majority were slaves. Scientists told you that. For great slaves. Blakey. Listen, Blakey boy, who details about pre-revolutionary slavery in the North, northern slavery overshadowed by a southern counterpart was outlawed in New York in 1827. And Blakey was one of the lead niggas on that case. When I tell you that they created this Pan-African story around it, and Blakey helped him. Michael Blakey, you helped him, nigga. You helped him do the African shit, nigga. Put the African where the African wasn't supposed to be.
But Blakey, I gotta shout Blakey out because Blakey helped me too. Because Blakey came back and talked about it. Yeah, he came back and talked about it. And William and Mary, he was teaching at William and Mary at that time. But he was on the Howard program when they got the human genome in their burial site project, and that's who told on Rick Kittles and said Rick Kittles, you know what I'm saying, was a genealogist, worked in the genealogical center, and that's the person who's gonna bring you your African DNA test, but it's gonna come off this program, and Michael Blakey's gonna tell. And he's going to speak about the limited, they can't prove it. So he said that it wasn't enough resources there at the time to push the narrative that they were pushing. But see, niggas got to make African narrative. That's why the DNA, if the human genome test worked, the DNA said that it was European and American Indian blood. But the science and the anthropology, it said, you know, they had waist beads and Sankofa signs. Don't worry about that work.
Up you niggas of culture, and that breeds these niggas that be running around here saying that we were kidnapped and our culture was erased and took from us and all this type of shit. You sound crazy than a motherfucker. All this goddamn history, and I hate when scholars be doing
we ain't got no cut.
Why the fuck are you a scholar? If you can find all that other shit, nigga.
We got them Escobar bricks over here, Jonathan and Double Bay. He said, man, I just got to know y'all, man. Y'all turning up. Say, yeah, we ain't, hey, man, hey, you can step on this 3-4 times, man. Yeah, we Frank Lou, we went to Vietnam, man. Yeah, we went to go get it, man. We come back with them scorpion bricks.
Nigga come back with hidden truths and hidden secrets and the unknown, you know, the untold, you know, all this type of shit here, nigga. But you won't even goddamn go investigate who the fuck you are. You can find all this hidden shit. What about your hidden motherfucking history that you say was erased? You niggas crazy. Most of the people who were working at margins of human physical captivity, said Michael Blakey, an associate professor in anthropology of Howard University and director of the African Burial Ground Project. Some of these are huge, deadly fractures. Burial 171 was not too unusual. Like others, researchers say he probably was given a load to carry on his head that was too heavy and crumbled the bones down to his body. They are guessing. They're guessing. Motherfucker had a cracked skull. Nigga say, oh, he was a slave boy. He was 6 years old. Nigga used to carry baskets on his head, and the basket was too heavy, cracked his skull. Get the fuck out of here. It's no different than when I be seeing you niggas pull up pictures and make up y'all own stories to the goddamn chat about what the hell you looking at in this picture and ain't got no information to back that up. No sources to back that up. Nigga, then my daughter, when she couldn't read, she'll goddamn look at the picture and just read a whole story to my motherfucking ass nigga out of imagination. Let's walk. All right. Now, Howard University now has the country's largest collection of colonial slave remains retrieved from an African burial ground in Lower Manhattan on Broadway. The site used from 1712 to 1794 was found during a construction of 34-year-old story buildings 6 years ago. A small portion of bones come from free blacks or poor whites. A study of the beads, stones, and trinkets buried with the dead showed that many carried with them traditions from Ghana, Angola, and other races of West Africa. One coffin is decorated with a Sankofa pattern. Woo, these niggas was showing out. Now, why would y'all go out there and tell these folks that? This when you know niggas are reaching. They reaching, family. Niggas say they got the Sankofa bird out there, and Rob Bourne, I'll be hearing you saying that. I laughed. I laughed, nigga. You know better. You know better, Rob Bourne. Now, I'm about to take away the Sankofa bird from this shit. So if any of you niggas ever had to go toe-to-toe with this nigga on some shit like this here, and he used that Sankofa bird, I'm going to tell you, family, he cannot use that Sankofa bird. Nope. You're not going to be able to do it. You're not going to be able to mix no modern shit, nigga. Okay? You put the modern Sankofa all the way back there. That's Pan-African shit at its finest. Blakey, Michael Blakey, I blame you, nigga. I blame you, Michael Blakey. Them niggas went out there, they started finding waist beads and all type of shit. Like we ain't fuck with beads and shit over here. Like we ain't fuck with trinkets over here.
I don't blame you, Blakey. It ain't your fault, Blakey.
You know, they had
Blakey boy.
When they used to bury the dead and shit, right? They said that they would use, you know, nigga be out there boom, 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 boom on the drums and shit all night and shit. And so they start making a sundown. When sun go down, ain't no fucking around at the cemetery, right? Nigga out there trying to wake the dead on their bitch ass. you know, and what was interesting in this was some of the customs that they used were Indian superstitions. Indian superstitions. I mean, I'm trying to figure out where you get the African out of these Indian superstitions that they were using, or any of the superstitions. Now, I will say this here: when they banned it, they did ban it for both African and Indian. I'm gonna leave it at that. But one of the reasons I want to step in on that is because these burial grounds wasn't just used. Now, if they're talking about now, even with the ABG situations, we specifically on that. Did they have plots and shit for Africans? They probably did. They were real. I mean, even now, if any of y'all have families who y'all still have y'all burial sites or whatever, then y'all know how it is. You might have another section over here for somebody totally different or something. You know what I'm saying? Or if it's property with the church on there, you'll probably have multiple different plots on this side, that side, and this for that family, this type of shit, right? But so I can see if it did happen like that, but this specific African burial ground in this place right here, that's not the case. It's not the case. And see, it was something deeper took place here. This wasn't no nigga going in the ground and just digging and not being biased. Okay? Because if that was the case, then they would have admitted that they did find white people down there and they did find black Europeans. But see, what happened was they found a white European, but when they found a black European, they just ignored signs and said, you know what, this is an African. Wow. Well, I'm in with it. A study of beads and gold in West Africa decorated with Sankofa, a Ghanaian symbol. Look at that. Check it out. Look to the past and inform your future. Pan-Africanness at its finest. I caught that. I see you niggas. They didn't put the little meaning behind it and everything. Pan-African at its finest. The first slaves arrived in New York from the West African on a Dutch ship in 1626. The slaves were named for the area which they were captured. Pan-Africanism at its finest. Listen, the slaves were named for the areas in which they were captured, such as Paulo, Angola, and Simon Congo. Now, they didn't say nothing about Anthony Portuguese and these nigga Francisco. They used two names and just completely made the story African. Are y'all walking with me or not? Let me get some flames in here. See, cause a nigga you can get, and y'all can go play with them other niggas like that, cuz. But you come over here fucking with Big Chief, nigga. Yeah, see, nigga be thinking this, yeah, I be by myself. I'm by myself for a reason, nigga. By myself for a reason, nigga. You can miss me with the fly shit, nigga. Okay, if you gotta break down the meaning, the Ghanaian meaning of Sankofa, and then you come back and talk about these niggas were named after where they was captured and we ain't got no history on them. What are these niggas? These niggas just show up at Paulo, Angola, and Simon Congo. I give you that, but damn, what happened to the other 9 people? Because it was 11 and 9 of them motherfuckers, nigga, did not have African names. I just came to talk to y'all on this Sunday afternoon, goddamn, because we gonna get something clear around this motherfucker. We gonna get it clear around this motherfucker. We catching all that shit out the shoulder roll, Pan-African. Africans don't talk like that. Pan-African shit. I heard you niggas try to sell me that packet on the Pan-African shit. Get it out of here. Throw his shit off the glass. Denied, sir. Denied. We ain't going for that. We ain't going for that. We ain't going for that at all. Niggas say they were named after the area they were captured. Nigga named Paula, Angola, and Simon Congo and stopped when it was 11, but only 2 of them got African names. Sir, we're not going to do that. Put a nigga shit on the glass. When the British took over of New York in 1644, conditions grew far worse for slaves. Slave population grew from 700 to 2,107. The British slave code banned, listen, the British slave code banned gathering for more than 4 Africans at once. And this right here was real Pan-Africanist. And so what they're saying is the British only put these codes on Africans when that was not true. That was not true. The British did not just put these motherfucking codes on Africans. The British put these codes on all of you hoe ass niggas that was there when I got there. And it just so happened that it was number niggas. Black Spanish, black Portuguese, black, do we gotta run this bitch again? And so when the British pulled up, and some of them niggas was black too, when they pulled up, guess what happened? Bitch, all you niggas getting it. And so, but when we come to Baltimore Sun, when we read this motherfucker, which they're making sure to push off the Pan-African history on you, brother, they're gonna come back and say they banned the gathering of more than 4 Africans. Damn, what about your Dutch homeboy? What about your Dutch homie? Them niggas got that axe, they got that work too. Yes, sir, they got that work too. And so when Benjamin Franklin comes and he tells you about the motherfucking Germans, the Dutch, the dumbass Germans and the Dutch and all these swarty niggas, and don't bring them over here in the Christian Sunday, I just want to, you know, when I don't know who you niggas thought I was. You know what I'm saying? I don't. Rookie of the year and MVP of the motherfucking year. I want both of my trophies, nigga. Most valuable player. I want my motherfucking trophy. Rookie of the year. I want my motherfucking trophy. Hold on, let's walk. 12 slaves were allowed to gather at a funeral more than any other event. More whites, however, made the displeasure known. Chaplain John Sharp complained in 1712 about the heathen rites at the burial ground, then located just beyond the city limits in Valentine Manual. This is what I was talking about. All right, that nigga did complain, but it wasn't just about African brothers and sisters. And that's the part we gotta, you know, niggas had linked up out there, man. Them niggas had got them some, you know, some real shit. Now I want to ask this here: can we find that Gullah Geechee cut? Because when it comes to the Gullah Geechee, them niggas had a whole lot of culture and a whole lot of shit down there. And my question is, can we find this in the ABG? Can we find that same Gullah Geechee culture down here in ABG? Because there's a lot of African shit they found down there. And I want to tell people this here, that Gullah Geechee, a lot of people are making that conversation harder than what it needs to be. Check. Y'all are making that conversation harder than what it needs to be. It don't take 4, 5, 6 tries on this shit right there. I'm telling you. You hit that bitch on the bullseye right off the top. And you're gonna have to be unbiased with the information, or you'll have to do the shit 4, 5, 6 times. It's real simple. And I'm gonna give you one of the easy ways to do it. Walk it down. Walk it down. Don't start there. Walk it down. I don't even know. Some niggas starting points ain't even, you know, but walk it down. Because see, one thing you have to do is, if they're saying that it's African, find the time when African came. Period. If they are saying that when African came, he was brought by the European, find when the European got there. Walk the shit down. But y'all making this shit very, very hard when it's not. I don't waste punches. I don't waste shots. I ain't but one of them motherfuckers. Let's walk. I ain't got but one on me. I can't waste no shit. I ain't got but one on me. In 1991, part of a very old cemetery was found at a building site in Manhattan. A few historians knew what it was, the African burial ground where enslaved free blacks were buried during the colonial period. Many people were very surprised. However, some thought slavery did not exist here at all. Others thought there might have been few slaves worked on farms and treated well. Most could not imagine huge number of slaves in New York City, living lives as hard as enslaved people in the South. Most had no idea that New York City had major slaveholding area for 2 centuries. That thought of New York as the place enslaved Africans escaped to freedom for opportunity. By law, when artifact remains on earth construction site had stopped to the area to examine more finely studied historian scientists. Some bones from the African burial ground were removed before construction work stopped. But over time, the remains of 419 people were found. There are many other graves under nearby buildings in Lower Manhattan, perhaps 20,000 graves in all. Now, no one has found the bones before because decades earlier, nearby hills have been leveled and the soil deposited on the top of the low-lying cemetery. The bones were only discovered in 1991 when the building construction was a skyscraper and the digging found the foundation. Hold up, I got some more on here. The excavation was done by archaeologists who numbered and photographed each grave. The remains were carefully lifted from the ground and sent to the W. Montauk Cobb Anthropology Laboratory at Howard University. The research team was directed by Michael Blakey, an African-American anthropologist. It includes many different kinds of excerpts as well as their top students. Most members of the team were African-American. The graves were at least 200 years old, so all that remained of the bodies was bones and teeth. Sometimes there were other items in the grave, and usually part of a coffin was found. There were no headstones, so there were no way to know the person's name, date, or death. The remains themselves had a story. All right, now, hey, bang my like button, goddamn, bang my cash app out there in a real way. You know, nigga come out here and do a bill like this here. You know what I'm saying? That bitch supposed to be stupid. Don't worry about it, nigga. We pay per view after this. I don't give a fuck if it's 3 niggas in that bitch with me, nigga. I will not go in vain. Not at all. Goddamn, hell nah. Hell nah. Niggas, I will lead niggas to the free, what it's called. They say you get what you pay for. Most of the shit pseudo, you don't know what you got, you can't use it nowhere, you ain't winning no debates. Niggas still pulling up, spinning the block, doing drive-bys and all type of shit. It's not a good way to live. Not a good way to live. You know what I'm saying? The real way. He was 25 to 30 years old. 5 buttons were found in his coffin. These were the decorations, ark of the mess, and archaeologists are not sure what the buttons mean. This may have been in British. He may have been in the British Navy and been buried in a uniform, or he may have found the buttons and sewn them on an ordinary jacket to dress it up or keep it closed against the weather. All right, and so now they don't know who this nigga is. Now they are saying the nigga had on the motherfucking, they found buttons and shit in this coffin, so they don't know if he was the British Navy, he was in the Navy or what, right? They are guessing. All right, then you got the woman with the baby and the berry and all that. That's buried 335. All right, now let's come here. Big Smoke. When the remains of 100 colonial area Africans were uncovered during a building excavation in Lower Manhattan in 1991, one coffin in particular stood out. One coffin stood out. Hold on, cause one goddamn in Jones standing there. John is back in the cash app. John said, "Man, who are y'all? How long y'all been around? Why I ain't never heard? They been hiding y'all from me." See, man, I ain't never heard no shit like this in my life. And y'all say this bill is from this election from 2020, 2021. I was around. I was in these streets. Y'all, you mean tell me I've been wasting my time laying up under these no good? Yeah, no studying, no chronology having, no genealogy having. And you mean to tell me? And y'all been over here on yacht parties and mansion parties, pyramid tours, and y'all was all in the mansions and shit in Atlanta. All the mansions in here. What? And I just been, because I need a drinking buddy. Had a drinking buddy since I left the military. This shit, and y'all just sitting over here with all this good information. Praise the Lord. He might not be there when you call, but he's always on time. I said he's always on time. Because my God, yeah, I said my God is an awesome God. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Every minute, every second, every hour.
on the day. Yes, he is. Let the church say amen. Let the church say amen. And Sister French Coco, you need to call me after service. I want to come pray over the house. In Jesus' name. In Jesus' name. John said, I got hip to BCU, Big Chief BCU around a year ago, and it's sort of in a short amount of time, I learned I'm shocked on my mom's side, Cherokee on my dad. Fifth great grandma on my mom's side was the big mama on Fairchild Plantation. So bring your ass around here. You damn near ain't got, all you gotta do is go attempt to look for your ancestors, and they gonna jump out on your ass. Nigga, where the hell you been? I've been waiting on your big old grown ass. Got us out here waiting on your motherfucking that nigga. Now let's go get to work. Yeah, let's get to work. Now let's get to work. You come to BCU, you get results. Shout out to the homie John, man.
One coffin in particular stood out.
J Buck.
Nailed into his wooden lid were iron tacks, 51 of which formed an enigmatic heart-shaped design.
First eye.
The pattern was soon identified. Listen. The pattern was soon identified as the Sankofa, a symbol printed on funeral garments and hey, if we show y'all that story, family. The pattern was soon identified as the Sankofa, a symbol printed on funeral garments in West Africa. Listen. That was a Pan-African nigga who just told y'all that.
Listen.
The pattern was soon identified as Sankofa, symbol printed on funeral garments in West Africa. Right.
That's how we walked this.
So the Sankofa is printed on funeral garments in West Africa. That's why. Listen, how they have to go all out to try to make this little story make a little sense, right? The shit that's African that they're trying to put on it don't even go there. Well, you know they made. Why you know it's Sankofa? Well, because in Africa, you know they put that on garments out there for the dead and shit. Fuck out of here, nigga. The fuck out of here with that bullshit. Get out of here with that bullshit, nigga.
I'm leaving.
Hold on, let's walk though. And it captured the imagination of scholars.
I'm about to go.
It captured the imagination of scholars. Preserving and designers, ultimately, it was embraced. Ultimately, it was embraced by many African Americans as a remarkable example of the survival of African customs in the face of violent subjugation in early America. Woo! They should have had Reverend Al Sharpton come out and read that line on you niggas' ass. They should have had Al Sharpton come out and read that motherfucker. Messy Jesse could have came and delivered them bars on you niggas' ass. Woo! Oh, you gonna get to work? You gonna get this work? Huh? Cause these Pan-Africans been running up, beating up niggas, and they been using this shit here, and the whole time it was invalid. Whole time it was invalid.
Get them together, chick.
Oh, you niggas gonna appreciate me and understand who you niggas got.
Drafted in the first round. I said
all I do is win, no matter what. No matter Let's walk, goddamn.
I say I'm
gonna show you, nigga. They had these goddamn Pan-African.
What we here to do? Bring a championship to the American Indian side. Yeah. We ain't had no. We finna bring a championship. Yeah, I promise to bring a championship, and we've been on top, and we ain't lost no altitude. You hear me? Yeah. We flying at Mach speed. We ain't lost no altitude. Yeah, we just getting higher and higher. Up in the clouds, me and my spouse. Rumors on the ground getting too loud. Please turn this shit down. Professors came up in there, nigga, and they even stooped as low as bringing niggas from Ghana. They say they brought niggas from Ghana to come over here and tell niggas, is that, do that go right there? Them niggas say, yeah, I'm trying to figure out, boy, how much budget did you niggas open up to make this story create this African story. Fuck out of here, nigga. You're gonna have to do a little better than this, nigga. This is embarrassing. Yes,
let's walk.
as a remarkable example, I'm whooping on your ass and I feel sorry. Yeah, I kind of feel sorry for him. I'm dragging. He talking about, let me get a cup of water. Bam. After we done. You know what I'm saying? If you still woke, you have all the water you need. You know what I'm saying? You might end up in the lake. Example of the survival custom in the face of violent subjugation in early America, the Sankofa was widely invoked in 2003 when the 419 remains were reiterated at the site, now known as the African burial.
Man,
Bull say he moving in.
Following painstaking examination, it was chiseled into black granite memorial unveiled in 2007. It is discovery of the graves, which describes it as a direct link to cultures found in Ghana and the Ivory Coast, and it served as a logo for the African burial ground as a motherfucking whole.
Now let's take it away.
Woo! So it serves the symbol that they're using. That when you see where they want you to get that African feel, from is this Sankofa symbol, right? Have nothing wrong with it. I personally appreciate the Sankofa because looking back at my life, you know what I'm saying, coming from where I'm from and the journey that I'm on now, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you got to look back in order to know where you're going, nigga. You got to look back. You feel me? And that's some wise words from a big homie from my hood gave me. And he told me about the Sankofa. So, it's never too late, nigga. You understand me? To make a change, nigga, for the better. Especially if you nigga tell me, man, you different, homie. Like, go get your shine. Bro, go do what you gotta do. You done fed the streets, you don't owe nobody nothing. Hands in your face clean, man, you different, homie. A lot of these niggas they out here because they have to be. You don't have to be. Man, I was in jail. People was looking at my pictures, man. On my dead, I can drop dead right now, bro. On how many people ask me, hey, bro, what you doing in here? Like, nigga, what you doing in here? Nigga looking like, nigga, you got everything that I was trying to get. That's how I ended up in here. And then you got all that. Like, what you doing here, man? You better not bring your ass back here. Everybody don't get that. They like, man, bro, you don't have to keep coming out here, man. You keep feeding them, they ain't gonna learn how to hunt. Let them hunt. But you gotta go live your life, homie. You got a chance to do something that us here ain't got no, yeah. Man, go do that and put on for us when you do it. You're going in the right direction. And so, yeah, I mean, a lot of good shit about the Sankofa. I fucks with it. But in this case right here, if you have to, I can see if it really was there. There wasn't no Sankofa symbol there. And y'all know it. It wasn't there, and y'all know it. They know it. That wasn't a Sankofa. Need a switch on that. And you had a nigga say, damn, that look like a Sankofa. It might have looked like a Sankofa. But there was no goddamn Sankofa. Let's take it away from him. You got to source up, Chief. And the fact that Blakey and the boys stoop low enough as to go and put that symbol up there to represent it and say this here is what ties niggas to the African culture and all of this. Get the fuck out of here. We ain't doing that, Blake. We deserve more, brother. All right, let's walk. But now a peer-reviewed study published this month in a leading history journal argues that the heart-shaped symbol is not, in fact, a Sankofa. God damn. I got the link to the article up here at the top of the page. That motherfucker say, but now after peer review study, Y'all didn't get y'all shit peer review. Y'all had niggas from Ghana and shit out in the lab, which y'all told us.
They had a dude from Ghana come stamp the symbol. Came and blessed it and did a ceremony, a ritual on it. And so now, guess what the park did? The park got to take it down. Why? Because I can't go on with the play. They gonna catch us. And you ain't finna get me. You the one out there ain't got some shit. They ain't finna come looking for me when the dominoes fall. They gonna catch y'all, fam. Listen, they ain't gonna wake up. We got these niggas eating out the palm of our hand. Well, Ancestors sent the real one. Yeah, that's ASAR, A-S-A-R. Ancestors sent the real one. Yeah, one of my homegirls gave me that name. ASAR. Ancestors sent the real one. That's the acronym. Bar, she the one told me, hey man, go teach, man. You got something. I'm like, man, I'm shy. Like, okay.
And all this, spending up all this government money, flying niggas out here from Ghana and say, nigga, is this that? Did y'all do this? Do y'all do that? Well, now, nigga.
Hold on. What did he? I predicted this shit in Tupacalypse. What Pac say? I predicted this in Tupacalypse. What'd he say? They flying people from Ghana out here doing ceremonies here. Okay. And then we come back 2026. Is it prophecy? Am I a prophet? Am I a prophet? That was very prophetic. Gang shit. Let's walk them down, Chief.
They say the heart-shaped symbol is not, in fact, a Sankofa.
Not at all.
And probably does not have African origins at all. Probably ain't got no motherfucking African origins at all.
He cook it with hot grease. I'm saying.
Woo-hoo. All right. Let What do you mean? What do you mean that ain't it? Michael Nim say that goddamn it, nigga, that's the West African and it's tying African American to their West African origins, nigga. You get a little culture, nigga, after our shit been dismounted. And then we get a little, and that little, our ancestors was, fuck out of here, nigga. Let's walk. The gig is up and probably does not have African origins at all. Indeed, it suggests that the Sankofa probably did not exist yet as a symbol. It suggests that the Sankofa probably did not yet even exist as a symbol in Africa at the time the coffin was made. Woo! Where are my arrows and flames at? Where my arrows and flames?
Oh, can I get a plate? He is cooking.
This light work, nigga. I got 35 more motherfucking slides left.
Just in case you want to run up.
I just came to cut the wires, cut the power, cut the motherfucking telephone lines. I done hit the power and the telephone lines on you niggas. I'm a ninja.
Now it's ground invasion.
I'm coming through the roof.
Trouble.
Let's walk.
Trouble, we on Indian time.
Let's walk.
Yeah, I didn't hit the lights. Yeah, I didn't cut your corn.
This is bad. The National Park Service, which has managed the burial ground since it was declared a national monument in 2006. It is.
Hold on. Because y'all remember Miss Dana said back in the early 2000s, all of those black talking heads was out there. This is what she was talking about, that event. Now, watch this here. Hey, Jonathan say, I'm moving in. Jonathan say, I need a room in the BCU mansion. Okay, this my restroom. This my room. This my kitchen. Okay, Jonathan done moved in. He got a dorm. Yeah, he done moved in. Yeah, he done moved in so much. He done super chatted 3 times already today. And then he just went and grabbed a platinum pack. I think this nigga here need a Jaguar sweater on, man. Yeah. Hey, Jonathan, hit me on the site where you made your profile. Hit me on the BCU merch at Gmail. And I got a book for you. I'm not black, I'm Indian. We got to get you all the way in the game. And tell me your size. If I got your shirt size or whatever, we got to get your shirt. We got to get your BCU ready, man. Hey, check it out, y'all. Y'all come see me tomorrow. We doing a BCU garage sale, man. We got $15, $20 shirts, $25 hoodies. Yeah. We doing the whole garage sale tomorrow, man. $15, $20 shirts, man. Tomorrow, $25 hoodies, man. Big Indian business. We got whatever in there. It's going. That shit gone tomorrow. You hear me? So we doing the garage sale. Y'all make sure y'all get y'all little chips to come. Yeah, everything is on sale. Everything must go. Maybe even you. Yeah, like Money Mike said. Maybe everything must go. Maybe even you.
Self, huh? Listen. The National Park Service, which has managed the burial ground since it was declared on the National Monument in 2006, is itself. The nigga who put it down, the National Park Service, is itself stepping back from the original claim. They don't even say it's a Sankofa no more. Woo! Why? Is all I ask. Why? Why me? Why me? Why you niggas want to fuck with me? Hey, man. Say, man, Jack. Is this really what you want? Yeah, nigga, I'm a different animal. And see, I just be sitting back, I be looking, there be a lot of shit I be hearing and seeing and all over places. And I just mind my motherfucking business.
As you should.
I had no interest in the ABG.
I was cool on
no interest in this story.
But
I had some information on it. Yeah, I got some information on it. But it don't interest me. But I came over there by a sack of weed and the nigga drew his pistol on me. They called me when I got in the car, told me, man, don't worry about this shit, man. That nigga just was tripping out and he ain't been asleep last night. I said, man, fuck that shit. It's all good. It's all good, nigga.
Y'all
it's all good. But sometimes you have to come out and put a demo down. And then this is just my opening argument. You know what I'm saying? I ain't, I got 35 more slides, brother.
How you want to do it?
We get a little deeper.
Are you done?
We get a little deeper. So the National Park can step back and say, "Hey, we're not standing by that Sankofa shit no more, my nigga." As a result of research by scholars who prepared reports in 2006 for the federal government, the interpretive sign in the service new $5.2 million visitor center scheduled to open on February the 27th listen, when they open with a $5.2 million visitor center scheduled to open on February the 27th, will say only that the design could be. Huh? So look, when they open the door, they say, look, that's bad scholarship. I don't want to take the case. So what we going to do is leave it up to the viewer's imagination. Okay? And we going to tell them that, and what we going to tell them? We're going to tell them that it could be a Sankofa symbol. It's a possibility, family. Kind of, something like it. And that, guess what? And guess what, right, boy? And that no one knows for sure. No one knows. No one knows.
No one knows.
In an interview, Eric R. Seaman, the historian who new study treats the Sankofa claim skeptically, acknowledges that his argument emphasizing his belief that African influences did play a major role in the lives of early Black Americans, although generally as a part of hybrid traditions. And so this African shit, that's why I say, I give it to him, Brother Rob Boy, when they went and compiled a lot of information on that Gullah Geechee shit, and they were able to bring the language and the cultures and tagging out. And I'm saying, nigga, if you got an African burial ground, they was calling it Little Africa, can we see some of the African culture being practiced here? Can we see it? We don't see it.
Oh, okay.
We don't see it.
Then you got a point.
These 11
Shout out to my nigga Rob Bourne, man. One of the greatest of his era. You feel me? Gang shit. He was a beast. He was a demon. That nigga put Finn boys heart. I'm telling you, I was there, homie. I was there. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to bro, cause we really was cool. All the other shit, you know what I'm saying? That's my nigga though. Real good dude, you know. Gully get your Cherokee nigga, man. He pop his African shit, you know, but yeah, I fucks with a real New York nigga. My nigga, Rob Bourne, man, one of the greatest of his era. True story, man. Each one teach one. Beast, gorillas, gang shit.
Africans.
The last to go. Yeah, the last of the Mohicans.
That came with the Dutch. 11 Africans came with the Dutch. Did 19 years. How African were they when they...
Gertie say fear is a strong word. Let me tell you something, Gertie. They feared him. People can say what they want to say, but they feared him. Rob Bourne will probably tell you, man, the only nigga that stepped up to me was Topcatz. I guarantee you, Rob Bourne had to tell the truth. They feared him, bro. I ain't got, man. I watched it. Not just here, even when we went to other platforms, bro. Rob Bourne always was the shot caller. He was there not too long, and he had already built the army. He knew what he knew. The nigga was game tight on this shit. So, yes, when I say they feared him, I was the first nigga to have a fight with him. And he been around a long time, and a lot of people was here before me. But the first person to stand up to him was me. And then he was so shocked because he wasn't even talking to me. He was talking to somebody else. And I said, well, if he talking like that to them, I'm next. So I went over there and knocked on his door, went in his house and said, hey, run me a fade. Didn't know that was his partner. That was true, on the truth. True story, my nigga, man. A beast. A beast. And bro, they had debt in their information, bro. It run you down. They was real. They lived it. And a lot of people was capping, bro. But Rob Bourne, he's a very loud, aggressive New York nigga, and he on that type of time. He's an enforcer, and he was an enforcer with the information. He didn't really jack niggas up in real life. Yeah. He didn't win in man. But nah, he really enforcer, bro. They feared him. Niggas can say what they want, but I witnessed it. So I'm like, well, I want him. Oh, he the boogeyman? Man, give me the boogeyman. Yeah, nigga. And guess what? He ain't have to come looking for me. I went to go look for him. So when he came back and he found out, he was like, hey, y'all heard this nigga named Topcatz? And like, oh, why he beat you up? He was like, nah, he just came by, me and True were talking, man, He good. Now, he won't admit that, but I heard it. And this is before like I said, it was cool. Then we start chopping it up, just chopping game, bro. I got a video with me teaching him a lot about the Cherokee. And he used some of them arguments, you know what I'm saying, to fight other Indians, though. But I gave him some game on the Cherokee, though. And he got Cherokee lineage. He ain't scared to hide it,
They got there. What parts of Africa did they come from? And when they were saying African, y'all, what part of Africa were they coming from? Because I'm looking at these Spanish names and I'm looking at these Portuguese names, and I'm trying to see what part of Africa they came from. Because to automatically go to West Africa with this conversation right here, I mean, man, woo! I don't know if we can do that unless y'all got some,
I was
but
like,
when we try to lean to West African, and I done already told you, I done threw my 2 cents in on it, homie. The African and African American is more North African, than it is West African because of the North African breed with the Europeans.
Bro, this is 2020.
The African and this West African story,
huh? Is what?
It's a story.
Oh, okay.
It's a story.
Child's play.
Most motherfuckers over here have more North African. The people that do have African in them got more North African than they do West African in them. The motherfuckers they do got some African in them got more North African than they got West African. This Sankofa was a swing and a miss. This was bad, and some people got beat up. Some people got black eyes and shit out this shit.
Nah, square business.
Telling you, bro, y'all don't even know. Y'all don't even know what y'all got over here. You know what I'm saying? Bad motherfucker. Don't even know. Do this shit for y'all. You know what I'm saying? In a real way. We're gonna get some respect on this shit. This ain't the same. You ain't never seen nothing like it, goddamn. It ain't the same. Let's walk. Hold on.
Ancestors send me make it clear. We're gonna put some respect on this Indian game. And I'm popping it when we was nobody. We wouldn't even rank. Just pounding in the trenches. They gonna have to respect us. Oh, we working. We gonna outwork them. They gonna have to respect us. Put this shit on the map, nigga.
Hold on. No one knows for sure. Okay. In an interview with Eric Seaman, the historian, listen, who new study treats the Sankofa claim skeptically, acknowledged that his argument could be politically fraught. That his argument can be politically fraught in his article published in January issue of the William and Mary Quarterly. He makes a point emphasizing his belief that African influence did not play a major role in the lives of early Black Americans, although generally as part of hybrid traditions. Okay? So, and I feel Eric Seaman on that, right? Because when I'm looking at the story, I'm not seeing no heavily African influence motherfucking story. It's not happening. It's not there. I don't see it. It's not there. It's not there. I don't see this little Africa and all these customs. I don't see it. I don't see that. That's not what I see. Which is further reasoning why I say what I say. And I stuffed that jab, that Black European jab down the nigga throat early. I drove home on that motherfucker early about these Black Europeans up in there because this story is more European than it is African. Even the fact that they found motherfucking European bones down there and then they saying they're claiming it to be old science and that now with this updated modern science, nigga, now, everybody's African all of a motherfucking sudden. Woo! Now, everybody African.
So that's type of time we on?
I don't get it.
That what
I don't
type
get
of
it.
time we on?
I don't get it.
Well, say that.
Hold on, we got some more up on here.
Oh, you ain't done? You still working?
We got some more on here.
Hey, fam, they been gone.
As free. Okay, now the Africans that was a part of it, and niggas say the African influence did play a major role in the life of early Black Americans, although generally part as hybrid traditions. They had significant, but it wasn't that how niggas try to make it. And that story would only fit if the story was true about these millions of motherfucking Africans coming over here by white people. If that story was true, then this would fit more. We would be able to actually see these African cultures and standing out and all that. We don't see it. It's the niggas that stoop so low as to get nails on the coffin and saying it's a Sankofa. Yeah, you got Pan-African niggas in the room. Now watch this shit here. As free enslaved Blacks created distinctive culture in the New World. They drew on remembered African practices and Anglo-American religions and material culture to fashion something altogether original. Listen, hold on. Listen to what I don't know if he's white or black. Listen to what he said.
Listen.
Do this too. Let me do this too. Appreciate that love, Miss Rhonda, in the Cash App in a real way. Appreciate that love in the Cash App. Now watch this here.
Hey, y'all, make sure y'all hype the video.
As free and enslaved blacks created a distinctive culture in the New World, they drew on remembered African practices and Anglo-American religions and material culture to fashion something altogether original. Wrote Dr. Seaman, who teaches American history at the University at Buffalo. Dr. Seaman's article adapted from a book, Death in the New World, Cross Culture and Encounters 1492-1800, to be published in May. Conceiving documentary archaeology. Damn, did I leave it on there? Hold on, let me see.
Y'all wonder why Chief so sharp, nigga. I used to fuck up.
With 187 cast iron tacks, 51 in which is made up, it can be safely concluded Kawato Asante, an expert in African art at Howard. This is the nigga who did it. Kawaku. I don't want to fuck his name up. I'm gonna call him nigga K. K, an expert in African art at Howard University, wrote in 1995 newsletter of the archaeological excavation that the image was meant to be the Sankofa. Okay, he said that the image was meant to be the Sankofa, one of several hundred symbols that are stamped in the Adinkra clout, and the Adinkra clout used by the Akan people in present-day Ghana and the average in the Ivory Coast. Although a series of reports produced for the African Burial Ground Project in 2016 backed away from this definitive stance, stating that the design has been interpreted as a Sankofa and was nevertheless used as a central element in the granite memorial completed the next year at the cost more than $5 million. Hold on, goddamn. I got some meat. I got some meat up on this motherfucker.
Okay.
Hold on, I got some meat up on here. I got some meat on this bone.
Okay.
There has also been some inconsistencies regarding what the Sankofa thought to stand for. A West African proverb means the 2006 report rendered the proverb as it is not a taboo. Listen. The 2006 reports rendered the proverb as it is not a taboo to return and fetch it when you forget, while the new interpretive display offers the easier to grasp phrase. Look to the past to understand the present. Dr. Seaman's study finds several problems with the Sankofa identification. First, he writes, there is no evidence that the clout existed in the 18th century. The earliest survival example of the Adinkra clout, now in the British Museum, dates to 1817. And the earliest known depiction of the Sankofa comes from a 1927 catalog of Adinkra symbols. Second, Dr. Seaman writes that it is the customary for masters to supply coffins for their slaves. And so, if the man in Burial 101 was a slave, it would have been his master's decision to pay extra for the tax on his lid. Finally, Dr. Seaman notes that the hearts portrayed by an outline
Hold on. So the slave master cares so much that first he enslaved you with no pay, beats and all this, and then when you pay, he go get you a high price casket and get it customized. But yeah, man, come on, man. Isn't that, man? The math ain't mathing.
Tax were a common form of decoration on Anglo-American coffin lids. Huh? That shit there was a European practice, they saying. But several anthropologists and historians, including Michael Blakey, who is the scientific director of African Burial Ground Project, oversaw the archaeological excavation and analysis and analysis of the remains and artifacts, remained unconceived that Dr. Seaman's arguments were decisive. They were shown a draft of his article, were often unable to ascertain which means person of the past held by the objects they created. Dr. Blakey, director of the Institute of Historical Biology at the College of William and Mary, wrote in an email message, the journal publishing Dr. Seaman's article is based at the college, but Dr. Blakey had no role in the publications of it. Bars. Yikes. Let me get some motherfucking flames and arrows in this motherfucker. That's my first 35. Believe it or not, that wasn't nothing but like 35 slides. I was missing 2 in there about the Greenwich Village or whatever. But I got 35 more. I can flip the clip. You know,
and whatever I want to do it, we can
Friday. Not the making of African. Friday. How did whites take over America? How did white people take over America? Friday, that bitch will be pay-per-view. Legendarytopcatz.com will be up this week. And so I had a link on legendarytopcatz.com.
Hold on, y'all. I just, that bill made me think of something. And I'm trying to find it. I want to end it with this one. Yeah, I'm looking back, man. I'm going through, man. We got so much work, bro. We're gonna bring this out. We're gonna bring some of this out. Ooh, I'm looking in here, boy. It was up there and stuck there. All right, I might can't find it. The real reason is I don't know the name. Yeah, man, I don't know the name, but it's cool though. It's cool. This shit. I know this election.
Along the Mississippi Gulf Coast in present-day Mississippi, France, and a European country to settle this area of North America. Present-day, the American land was much larger than France, and French knew little about it. But
okay, yeah, that's something else going on. Okay, I thought I had it. But it's all love. Hey, man, I want to appreciate y'all coming through. Champ say I can't super chat my question. They tripping in the super chat, Champ. Hey, y'all, somebody see if the super chat work, man. Champ says broke. Somebody, one of y'all see if the super chat work, man. We got a support alert too in the cash app. Hold on, let me show the man, shout out to John B. Say, man, John Bull, man. Bull with a 50 in the cash app. He say, a life changer, chief. A life changer. Man, appreciate the homie, man. Like I said, man, we got all these hoodies and shirts. It's just too many of them, bro. So yeah, we gotta get rid of it. Because people don't even know I have it. So yeah, we're gonna get rid of it. We got $15 so y'all can have this shit, get this shit away from me. On game. We stepping out of a game of 2026. We doing it in the real end zone way, man. One brick at a time. We gonna build this paradigm. You did? Hey man, y'all be cool like y'all be cool, man. That's my time. I love y'all. As long as we got each other, we don't need nobody. Bring it in, homie. As long as we got each other, we don't need nobody else. What we do in this lifetime, homie, will echo in eternity. Genealogy is the highest form of spirituality because it allows you to worship that is within you and that in which you come from. Tree with no roots bear no fruit, homie. So let's be fruitful and multiply. Bring it on in, homie. Dominate on me, dominate on 3. 1, 2, 3. Dominate.
This is whispering in the sky. I like that Honduran cigar, the spirits rise. Smoke curling like ancestors whispering in the skies. Dr. Sebi in my left ear, from inside. This ain't no new land, we the ones they try to deny. Before Columbus ever dreamt the ship to steer, we was building mountains, doing rituals with no fear. From Yucatan to Galveston, New Orleans near. That's the triangle of soul, boy, the map been clear. Second lines ain't parades, that's ancestral rights. Tambourines and feathers under full moonlight. We ain't immigrants now, we the original mind. Built pyramids and bone flutes before Rome took flight. Top cat said it loud, stop begging for permission. Our culture ain't missing, it's just deep in tradition. We ain't African cause they told us we remember the mission. The land speaks Creole, soul food and intuition. We been here through the blood and the drum, through the elders, the chants and the kiss of the sun. Smoke rise from the leaf, yeah, we talk to the sky. And the ancestors' rhythm, we never die. We been here, oh yeah, we been here. Way before they wrote their lives, we still live. This our home, not a place we disappear. Jaheim singing true through the pain and the tears. Granny sat me down, roll something slow. Said when you puff, give thanks, let the cosmos know. I inhale the jungle, exhale the flow. Spitting stories that the textbook still scared to show. Cigar lit like a torch from ancient rites. Aromas like prayers to the Orishas at night. New Orleans ain't a tourist tale, it's black divine. Where the jazz horns spend time and spirits align. Forget Columbus, we was dancing in stars. Trading turquoise, dripping culture in bars. Drums talking codes, spirits moving cars. Look close, the past ain't gone, it's just behind these stars. From Congo Square to Trammy porches, we built this land, no need for endorsements. The Mardi Gras beads ain't just for decor. That's soul armor, homie, we was gods before war. We been here through the blood and the drum, through the elders, the chants and the kiss of the sun. Smoke rise from the leaf, yeah, we talk to the sky. And the ancestors' rhythm, we never die. Been here, oh yeah, we been here. Way before they wrote their lives, we still live. This our home, not a place we disappear. Jaheim singing true through the pain and the here, through the blood and the drum, through the elders, the chants and the kiss of the sun. Smoke rise from the leaf, yeah, we talk to the sky. And the ancestors' rhythm, we never die. We been here, oh yeah, we been here. Way before they wrote their lives, we still live. It's our home, not a place we disappear. Jaheim singing true through the pain and the tears. We been here, oh yeah, we been here. Way before they wrote their lives, we still live. It's our home, not a place we disappear. Jaheim singing true through the pain and the tears.